This is our paranormal podcast because this is our paranormal community, and we want to support you here on RU Media Network. We are proud to be sponsored by the Haunted Hinsdale House in Hinsdale, New York. Here are your hosts, Brian Mersal and Shawn Gilmore.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to our paranormal podcast with our new, improved version. I don't even know what to call this, man. I'm just like super pumped. And
yes.
So I don't know if anyone saw last week. We did our first episode where we watched a documentary. Brian and I talked about it, and it was for my old team, Ectovision, and I gave some like behind the scenes stuff, and we talked a lot about it, and it was a lot of fun. Now this time it's a brand new to me documentary. I haven't seen it before on purpose because we want some good raw interaction. I'm used to wanting interaction, reaction this time. Oh man, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And guys, we are hanging with ACG Paranormal. We got Annette and we got Elliot. They are a lot of fun. And this is gonna be so much fun, guys. And I'm sorry, I just like jumped right into it. I'm so excited, guys. So Brian, how are you doing today, Brian?
Good, Shawn. Yourself?
I'm good, man. I got my popcorn.
I got my cold brew. I said, ooh,
oh yeah.
I got Liquid Death.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Walmart water.
Yes.
I got my Walmart water in this cup. It says Solo Run Survivor. It's one of those, like for like our team, if you go do a solo run by yourself for a certain amount of minutes, you get a little card, but we ended up making a cute little cup over it.
Why don't I get anything for doing solo?
Right? What Brian does is so cool. So like everyone that does a solo run challenge, you get a card that says that you completed a solo run challenge for that investigation. And each person, so the way that he plans his investigations is everyone has a specific job for that night, and you get a bag with all the stuff you need, whether if you're doing recording, if you're running the different devices, whatever, camcorders. He gives you a whole bag. Everyone's got a synchronized watch, and so each time you do an investigation, you get a different job. And once you do all the jobs, you get a medal. And actually, the parapooch behind me there, you can see he's got a medal around him. I got that medal the last time we went to the Hinsdale house.
That's cool.
Not the Hinsdale, it was the Monroe house. Sorry. But I just wanted real quick. You guys were dropping, unplugging all the stuff you were drinking. Guys, for today, I'm drinking my pulp.
I love it.
And I have to have water too. So.
Yeah, I think that's okay. I think the best part about it is everyone investigates differently, and it's gonna be such a pleasure to enjoy your guys' methods, techniques, and everything in these two videos. Two beautiful places. Now, did you send Shawn these places?
Yes. Well, but our YouTube videos, but
yeah,
it's both places. They're like, I feel like completely opposite energy. Like,
yeah.
Billy Creek is very like welcoming and like, it just kind of reminded me of, I don't know, being in a ghost town, like an amusement park as a kid, and like Monroe House.
It was the same thing,
Like Monroe House is scary.
Freaky, yeah.
Dude.
That's the one location.
And there's so much stuff that we didn't even capture in that video that we can talk about too.
Both of the videos, like Monroe, I cut that video down so much because I was just like, the spirit box, and you'll see, like it literally was talking for 2 hours.
It wasn't even like the box itself. It was the speakers for the most part.
It's weird.
I don't know.
The
like speakers were talking, it wasn't talking through the radio of the spirit box. It was vibrating the speakers somehow.
And Katie really Stafford that makes the ink box, I think, like, I sent it to him, and I'm just like, do your boxes normally sound like this? Like, This sounds like a creepy, like you have ever seen like Harry Potter and they're doing the snake tongue? Yeah, like it sounds kind of like like under the sphere box. It's scary. Like, and we dealt with that for 2 hours, and I'm just like, so do we stop talking? Like, what? Or do we investigate? Like what do we do? We like continue with the spirit box, or it was a strange. You'll see. Like,
very excited.
That's awesome. So that is the first one that we're watching. I don't have like the big. Do you guys have the big ink box?
Yeah, like the boom box.
Big boom box.
Yeah.
All I have is the mini one over here. I got the little guy, but it has a flashlight.
Travel one.
They're all like amazing. All the ink boxes are like crazy.
Yeah, he makes awesome stuff.
What's going on, Rob? And oh my gosh, history and the headlines.
Oh, thank you.
Loving the name of the group. Yeah. Before we begin,
I was gonna be my first question. I mean, I knew what ACG.
All right, go ahead, Shawn.
He just totally took away my first question. Thanks, history and headlines. I was gonna ask, what does ACG stand for?
What is
of course, always chasing ghosts. That is a bad idea.
How did you come up with this? This is a cool name.
I'm the creative one, I would say, in the group. Very artsy. I actually made it up like when I first started ACG. I was like, what's a good name for a paranormal team? And I'm like sitting there, I'm like ACGP kind of sounds like ACDC, and I'm like always chasing ghosts, paranormal. All right, that sounds pretty sick. And then like people are like ACG, and I'm like always chasing ghosts, and they're like, oh, that's actually kind of clever. I'm like, yeah, like I don't know. I came up with it in a few minutes because I couldn't, like, it literally just popped in my head, and I think it was like just meant to be.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, because most people think that they chase you. I said, no, if you've been in the game long enough, you end up chasing them.
Oh yeah. And people are always saying like, oh, I'm chasing ghosts, and I'm like, we are always chasing ghosts. Like,
always,
right?
Always. It don't stop.
So I'm just noticing here. I'm sorry. I'm on the Our Paranormal Podcast Facebook page, and our live stream for some reason is not there.
I saw it.
You see it there?
I saw it there.
Because I shared a video, but it was last
Yeah. I have it.
It's here now? Yeah, now here. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, it won't let me. It's saying starting soon.
That's also because.
No, I see it live.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, I got it. I got it now. Oh my goodness, I shared.
Well,
the
we do
wrong
this
one.
fun thing. Yeah, we do this fun thing where like we create the event, but then when we put it on StreamYard, it creates another event.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's StreamYard. I can't figure out how to.
It's all.
I think that what it is because we set them up separately.
Yeah.
Because like I just worry that if I set it up too early, then it'll, because other people use it for the RU Media, so I just don't want to like confuse it for anything.
History and Headlines says it's working on both.
It is working.
Oh,
thank you.
Beautiful.
Okay, I did share it just in case.
I shared it again
Wonderful.
too, so I got it to work. I had to close Facebook and reopen it.
Facebook is very broken.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, that's
always. The good news is it's always on YouTube. So
YouTube's where the party's at.
It is YouTube, and that's exactly where we find you guys. Now, before we start here, you guys do have your YouTube channel, but where else can people find your documentaries?
So all of our stuff is on linktr.ee/ACGP. So Linktree ACGP. That'll have links to everything that we have.
But you can find us. We have we went with our YouTube because our YouTube's more us. Like we're more like laid back and having a good time with our YouTube, with the stuff that we've worked on with people, and like we do have a documentary right now that's on Tubi TV, and that's Haunted Indiana State Sanatorium. It's one of our favorite locations. we're a lot more serious with that doc. Like very much, it was very emotional, very very serious. So yeah.
Were you alone on the 5th floor?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
We all took a little turn up there.
We've been to
the solo run.
Indiana State a lot, and we usually do solos.
Yeah, everybody's freaked out by the nursing home, and I feel like the nursing home is kind of like a party.
The 5th floor is crazy.
Like I've volunteered to stay in the nursing home by myself plenty of times.
Promoting stuff. We also have a bunch of stuff on Paraflix that we've been in.
We always got to kind of like stay focused, or we'll totally get off topic.
We're very easily distracted.
Talking about
we also have a cameo in The Night of the Undead, which you can get on Amazon, Walmart, pretty much anything.
As ghost hunters.
A Night of the Undead as ourselves.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's pretty
cool. Dude, that's badass. I didn't know that.
It was fun. What else do we got? We got some other stuff. Mainly Paraflix.
We got some cons coming up.
We got some Paracons.
Everything's on Linktree though. If you want to find all our stuff, I throw everything I can up there just so that it's like nice and organized.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Good stuff. Elliot's very organized. I'm not. And I'm the leader.
Yeah. That's
awesome. I just kind of go with the flow.
So with that, let's get into get to watching this. I'm really excited. So here we go. I'm going to attempt this.
I'm so scared.
And let's see, what can we do to make this better?
Now, is this the one that you want to start with? Yeah, it's Monroe.
This is Monroe.
This one's
we'll
more
do this and then
freaky,
we'll chill out with the other one.
And then Billy Creek's more like la la la, like kind of just doing our own little thing.
I got you. All right,
we like that view better. Okay, cool. All right, so here we go. Without further ado, I got my popcorn. Heck yeah. All right, here we go. Starts out with the EVP right away. I like that.
Yeah, and it's like this freaky. That's the whisper voice that we like caught. I don't know if you can turn it up a little bit, but it gets like that's like throughout most of this footage. That was our guest.
Can we turn that up?
Yeah, is it even playing? Like, there's music supposed to be there.
It's playing. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
You can see it.
It's just soft.
Yeah.
It's soft. You can't hear well?
Oh. Maybe our volume's down.
No, our volume's good.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Have you been in this house before?
It's haunted.
You scared that.
It was so confusing. He asked, "Have you been in here?" You said. He's like, "No."
No, I haven't been in your house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We found out later that pizza guy won't.
Have you been in here?
I was like, have you been in my house, man? It's haunted.
Okay, guys, I'm feeling weird in this house. Like, yes. Well, I told
We
you
were all
I'm I'm like,
Oh, but this was part of the evidence
Explodey.
because we thought there was like gas leaking in the house.
I actually went around and started checking the building to see if there was any gas leak or something.
Are we sure it's not like the ghost? Like, that's a possibility.
mundane over magic.
Mundane over
Oh,
magic.
of course YouTube needs the buffer.
Did you?
Yeah, it was weird. When I first got here, this room didn't really do much for me, but now I feel like it's like partying.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do, guys. If
You
you guys
pause
want me
it
to
for a second.
pause, if you guys want me to pause it, just be like, Shawn, pause it, or just be like, pause it real quick, and I'll that way I know. Or because I'm trying to flip back and forth.
I am gonna
between the
talk
screen, so I
about-
don't always see the StreamYard screen. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
problem.
no problem. I'm going to talk about that part, though, because, like, when we got there, the house it seemed a little too quiet. Like, it seemed off, and, like, we all started acting like we were, like, high.
I was just dropping
Like,
things. Like, things were just falling on
Things
my hands.
were, like,
Hmm.
we felt really, like, woo, and then I made the point, like, are we sure it's not, like, the ghosts that are, like, doing this? Like, because this isn't normal. Like, we normally aren't this goofy. The girl that was our guest investigator, she actually wound up putting protection oil on us, and you'll see it coming up. We all snapped out of it, like, and we were just like, what just happened? And I actually almost forgot that she put protection oil on us. That's like how out of it we were. This all was going on in like within 15 minutes. We were even
talking about going and getting like a carbon monoxide like gas tester
just to see if there's gas being pumped in like the atmosphere. It was weird.
Dude, that's kind of crazy. The second time, I think it was the second time I was there, I went there with a group of people, and I like to play music before investigations, and something, I just came up with the idea. I'm gonna play some Rob Zombie. I'm at the Monroe House. I'm gonna walk through playing some Rob Zombie, and it amped things up. But unfortunately, one of the girls I was with, she was negatively affected by something, and I ended up shielding her and putting a helping her with protection, and she snapped right out of it too, and she didn't really remember anything. It's
so weird,
dude. Whatever's there is super.
Well, I don't think it's in the because we weren't rolling, but at the end when we were like packing the car to leave, Kid, who's also the other guy on our team there, he set his gloves down on one end of the table. We turned our head to look another way. The gloves were on the other end of the table, like within a second, just us turning our heads. Because there was a noise and we looked back and they were going. They were on the other side. This is the craziest place that I've been. Like I am like freaked out by this place.
Elliot does not want to go.
And I walk around Indiana State by myself all the time to get batteries or whatever.
But this house.
Yeah, this place freaks me out.
Yeah. Well, so if anyone's like looking at this at a large screen, like I'm looking at this on my computer monitor, there's some pareidolia effect going on the back of this chair right now.
I was just
it looks like
a
bat or something.
That's for freaky.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I think we're good. Okay.
Yeah, so this is when she put the protection oil on.
I'm like back to normal.
We just put protection oil on.
Oh my god. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, you're right. I'm feeling fine now.
That was funny though. Have you been in here?
I got that on film.
We got serious. Yeah, this part was weird.
There's just a yell.
You hear that? I heard it from here.
Yeah.
Creepy child. Because I feel like with the Monroe House, you just don't know.
Not at all. It can happen anyway. What?
That's a motion sensor that I had set up.
You have to physically like.
It's a pretty
like it's hard to set off.
Where should we go?
Kitchen.
I spelled this.
What? I can't believe she didn't hear that.
What?
I kind of
If
heard.
it was like, yeah.
So I heard.
I heard the end part.
Any other?
Seems like there's like.
You're doing it. Or keep doing it. Bodies. That was like the clearest thing I've heard this whole time.
Are you okay if we sleep here tonight?
Ask them.
You want to pause it for a second? So what we're doing right now is she's doing the Estes method while all of us have the Lucid headphones on, so we have amplified hearing.
So we're actually hearing, me and Kid are hearing disembodied voices while Charisse is doing the Estes. So she's not hearing some of the stuff that me and Kid are hearing, and that's, well, we got a man that said filthy slut. Excuse my language. I don't know if I could say that.
No,
but,
you know what?
Yeah,
Here
you're
we
good.
can say whatever we want. RU Media is very cool, and so yeah, don't have to worry about that. And the slut is definitely not. It's not the worst thing that's ever come out of my mouth. So
okay. So apologize for that, but yeah. So that happened, and Kid and I heard it, but Sharice didn't. So that kind of proved to me that, you know, maybe that was actually behind us, because it sounded like it. That's why I turned around and I was like, "There's someone talking behind me." But yeah, when you have it like with the headphones and everything, it's very clear a guy calling her. I don't think he was calling her. I think it was something that might have been residual, you know, maybe an abusive husband or some sort. But like, yeah, it was like, whoa. And Kid and I was like, "Did you hear that?" And he was like, "I definitely heard that last part." You know, so yeah, that part was kind of. That's when the energy kind of got more like, "Ooh, okay, I think we need to be a little bit more careful here, guys." So,
is this the blue room?
yes, it is, but we lit it up red. Like,
red as hell.
Yeah. I was just asking. You know, they put a bed in that room right next door.
I know that room right.
I hated that room, and she made me do my solo in there, and I hated that big baby thing that was in the corner of it.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah, I did a solo right underneath it.
This one, I met Marcus Hogg there once, and I walked in, and the house was quiet, and I just walked right, like I call that first room in there, that I call that like the safe room, and then you walk into the kitchen, and I walked into the kitchen, and Marcus had that freaking babyface ghost thing like right there. He had it like jump out at me, and he like yelled, he jump scared the crap out of me.
No,
that thing is wicked. All right.
It's them. Can you tell me whose bones those were in the basement? Yeah, just being on this side of the house, it's weird. I'll go through one of these 4Ks upstairs or in the basement.
This recorder just shut itself off, so I hope
There's
try.
Everything is gonna shut off. My phone was malfunctioning, like everything. My camera went from almost full battery to nothing. My Nikon.
Ow! I just charged all of those batteries.
It took apart one of our cameras. Whatever's there. Took apart the inside of the camera.
Literally like desoldered.
Yeah, desoldered part of the camera.
Here comes that nice whispery.
You hear that creepy guy voice?
Let me put the. There. Oh. Yeah, let me put these on real quick.
I don't like that guy.
I don't like that guy.
I don't like that voice.
I could have sworn I heard like a really creepy like.
Pause it for a second. So that voice, if you see on the large ink box, when like that you hear that pop, there's a little audio readout there. So it'll show when something comes through the large ink box. That voice is not coming through like the box itself. It's coming through the speaker. Just the speaker.
And this was Kid's first investigation, by the way.
Yeah.
So, like,
Wow.
Like, what the heck?
Dude, that's a hell of a place to go for a first investigation.
Like,
yeah, we
kind
of just tossed him right in it.
Throw him right in.
I gotta get out.
That pyramid thing, is that one of those yes or no pyramid things?
Yeah,
that's
it's
the Flux.
got a like proximity sensors on it.
Oh, okay. I haven't used one of those before. It's cool to see one.
Pretty good.
We've had like full conversations with those things, and I pretty much call them like modern day Ouija boards, because like you can ask it like yes or no, red, green, female,
And there's
male.
an intensity of closeness, so they can answer more than once at a time.
Yeah, so if they get excited, they can hit the green one a couple times. Like, it's pretty
wow.
cool.
It's cool.
I'm gonna have to look into those. All right, here we go. Add it to the list, Brian. Here we go.
Why did we sleep here?
Did you hear that, kid?
Yeah.
Therese, come over here. I'm gonna have you sit next to me because I feel like I don't know if it's like bouncing off this wall. Can you talk again?
Whoa.
Word.
See, that's a ghost. That's like the normal.
That's what it's supposed to sound like.
Yeah.
This. Who do you want to talk to?
Eddie. Whoa.
Okay, I'm gonna point to.
Dude, that's the owner.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is freaky.
He knows what's up. He
Just
knows.
wait.
what's like.
This is.
Like dude, it's weird, and it was doing this for 2 hours, just nonstop, just and like I'm just like, what? Like I've been investigating for a while, and I've never dealt with like this kind of spirit box.
I started going around the room and like looking at all the devices in the room to see if they had like a speaker in them or something, and they were like. I was so like convinced at one point. I'm like, this can't be coming from the speaker. I started looking around the room to see if they're like pumping audio in here, but it was from that speaker. You could feel the speaker vibrate when it wasn't. It shouldn't have been. It was crazy.
That's insane.
Who should talk? All you have to say is yes when I point to them, okay? So do you want to talk to Elliot? I'm pointing to Elliot. Do you want to talk to Kat? Do you want to talk to Charisse? I'm pointing to Charisse. I'm pointing to me. You. Why do you want to talk to me? Is it true that there's a demon here?
It
You want to just
interrupted.
talk?
Whoa.
Like, yeah, it said, I'm
Are you sick
talking.
of hearing that there's a demon here? Are you just a ghost or a spirit?
How many are left on in this room?
If I knock, can you knock back for me, please? I feel like it just knocks through the spirit box.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's trying to do the
Yeah. That was cool.
Did it just respond back on the spirit
Yes.
box?
Yes.
Whoever
Yes.
that was.
What?
Yeah.
Dude,
I don't know.
I've only gotten response to shaving a haircut once. It was at the Hinsdale house, dude.
You did it twice in a row here through the spirit box.
Whatever's at the Monroe is like intelligent, like beyond intelligent.
It really is. It's insane there.
Dude, I totally agree. We had like a direct link, and I was literally asking where one of our buddies was, and it literally said bathroom clear as effing day, and he was walking out of the bathroom, and I sat my ass down in that room. I go, oh my goodness, something is developing here. Oh no, it knows who Dr. Z is. It knows where he's at.
Well, that's, the thing is, I feel like we kept getting like answers like I know your secrets, like whatever is at the Monroe house knows you better than you know yourself. That's what I was picking up on. Like it is freaky. Like it knew things. I left so much out in this video.
Yeah,
it knew like secrets that Elliot about himself, secrets about my other teammates. Like stuff that
it was telling us weird stuff
that
we didn't even talk like we didn't talk about in the building or anything.
Yeah.
It was weird.
It was weird.
Whatever's there is definitely weird. I've had some crazy experiences there. I believe it showed itself to me one time. I was just like in the state just right before falling asleep, and it was insane, dude.
What did it look like by any chance?
What's up?
I said, what you said? Oh, you told me like it was the gray man, right?
Well,
was it like a big
had like
shadow?
A round face, long arms, long legs, and had like a big freaking smile, dude. It was insane. A big smile. It's just like what is like creepy as shit, dude. I wish I could draw it out. It's just like had like a round face with the big eyes and a big face, like a Slender Man kind of face, like smile, like go all the way up. Like I don't know if you guys watch like animes, but kind of like in the no, I can't even think what that one's called. The one about the notebook you write the names
Death
down.
Note. Dude,
that's like a Shinigami.
That's
it's like a smile, like that dude smiles.
Ryoku.
So that's what I've actually seen in my dreams too. Like, and then from my what I saw though, that he had, I remember waking up from the dream and telling Elliot, I'm like, he has like, for me, he had golden eyes like an eagle. I remember that was something that stood out. Like when I looked at him, in my dream, I got super close to him, like too close for comfort. And I looked at his eyes, and they were like animal type eyes. And I was just like, ugh.
This is the only place that I've had sleep paralysis. Like I've never had it in my life. I had it here, and whatever was there physically went and turned off our heater. And it was like 10 degrees out.
Turned all the way down.
It turned it off.
Like that place, like the Monroe, you gotta be careful with that place.
For sure. That place, you got to be real mindful of what you're doing and how you're acting. That's for sure. You get what you ask for, though.
Yeah. It's so weird. It looks like the eagle, like eyes.
Yeah, that's a god of death. It's a death god.
Oh, yeah, that's the guy.
That's the guy.
He had like a big smile.
Yeah, like literally a cross.
He didn't have any hair, but like he had a fedora on for me for some reason. I feel like he was trying to humanize himself. So we had a crazy experience, and we were in the basement doing an EVP session. I was asking about the bones, and I was asking, the place just feels like a cemetery to me. I'm an empath, so like the energy there just feels like an empath or like a cemetery. So I was asking about that. I was asking about being a Native American burial ground, and then all of a sudden we heard like the only way I could describe this noise was like the world's loudest cricket, dude. It was like piercingly loud. It was completely insane. I have no clue what the hell it was. There's no way a cricket, would be that loud, even if it was inside there, unless it was hooked up to a speaker. Like seriously, it was insane. And then I just felt like we pissed something off. So after that whole thing happened, I took some tobacco and some sage and I put it in one of the plastic cups that they leave there for the Eddie and Pam, they leave all sorts of snacks and stuff for everybody. They leave the cups for everyone to get their drinks. And so that's all I had to put it in. So I put some sage and some tobacco in there, and I put it on the top step, and I apologized and let them know I meant nothing but respect and love and hope they accept my apology and everything. And then right after that, we pretty much went to bed. And then that happened.
He was like,
maybe he was happy about it.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it was showing me like it appreciated it. And he was like showing me himself, like, because that's what we're asking him the whole night. Show yourself to us. Talk to us. And that's exactly what he did. But he like humanized himself with a hat. And he was smiling, but it was like the creepiest smile I've ever seen.
If I put a hat on, he'll be chill about my creepy.
Right. But he had like these like stripes, kind of. I couldn't tell because it was like dark. if it was like scarring or what it was. But this was before they put up the hallway after the kitchen. So there was chairs over right by the doorway that went to the front patio there. It's blocked off. You can't get into the front patio. But there used to be chairs right there before the wall went there and you turned, and then now there's like a nice little fireplace placed over there. Yeah, none of that was there when this happened. This was wide open. And anyways, it was like one of the craziest things. I woke up and I didn't feel like I fell back to sleep, but I guess I snore, and my friend Amber, she's like, "Oh no, you slept. I heard you." But I didn't feel like I slept at all. I felt like after that I couldn't
same.
sleep.
Like it felt.
I don't
like,
know that I did sleep. I had sleep paralysis. It was horrible.
Yeah, I deal with that on like a weekly.
I don't want that ever again.
Yeah, I've only had that happen to me once, and I was younger, before I got into investigating. That's insane. All right, so let's continue.
Now I go close to the spirit box. So weird talking.
My phone won't charge. It's dying.
You keep messing with our devices.
Yeah.
You keep messing with our devices.
You know, freaking snake. Like,
It kind of sounds like it's like next to me. I just heard like a. Tell me what room you should go in.
Ooh.
now Sharice is gonna talk to it.
I'm all alone. Hello? What's your name?
Provide.
So loud.
And that was it.
Hello? Is kid talking?
No.
Did you hear a guy talking? There was a straight up guy talking.
That wasn't him.
Yes. By the way, we are doing the lucid technique where we're all the way on the other side of the. Did you say hall?
Are you guys using like real-time EVPs?
Yeah, that's what kind of what the so they have
Yeah.
a vocal frequency enhancing chip in them. They're a
Okay.
headset, and they have a microphone, and then it goes straight to your ears. So it's like real time EVP. Yeah.
So
Okay.
pretty much when you're like, so Sharice can't hear as much as we're hearing because like the way that the sound travels and all that, we're pretty much listening to the spirit box at a distance and hearing it at different frequencies. So like we're hearing stuff that Sharice isn't even hearing. And we do this pretty much at every location, and it will sound like a physical person is there with you, just like right like while this was going on, while Sharice was listening to the spirit box, we're hearing just a guy like in the kitchen going like speaking in like tongues, and we're just like looking around. I'm like, what? So yeah, like you can hear the spirit box better with these headphones at a distance, and it kind of cuts out some of that white noise layering. So it literally sounds like someone is just saying hello instead of like hello, through the spirit box. So that's what we're doing pretty much with those headphones.
So are these headphones that you made, Elliot?
No, they're headphones that we found though. That like, so, they were clearance headphones at Menards, and I bought them because I was working with power tools, and they have a safety feature in them so that you can hear around you, but like it doesn't hurt your ears. They're horrible headphones. Don't try to listen to music through them. But for some reason, because they have a vocal frequency enhancing chip in them, so you can hear people across buildings with them.
Yeah,
like,
so
they're
You got these at Menards.
yeah.
I got a Menards right down the street. I'm going to Menards.
They're hard to find now because they're discontinued.
Well, they're just horrible headphones, but they're great for amplification, and we use them like pretty much 3 different ways. So, like you already saw the one way that we were doing it, how me and Kid were listening to Sharice do the Estes without our headphones being plugged in. That's one way. Normally, it like enhances like disembodied voices. You can also hear Estes answers like with these headphones on, depending on the headset that the person's using to do the Estes. Wearing, yeah. But we heard it just fine. This was the first time that we did that. And then the second way is using them just kind of what we're doing now, where we leave a spirit box rolling. We've noticed that the spirits tend to talk a little bit more because I feel like we're giving them their space versus being all like up in their bubble and being like, hey, what's your name? You know, so we kind of, we'll ask questions. Like, let's say the spirit box is at the end of that hallway. We're in the kitchen. We'll ask questions from the kitchen. You'll have a full conversation with spirits. You know, like we've done it in ISS. We've kind of done this like pretty much everywhere we went. Prospect Place in Ohio, there was a woman
that was good.
That was in the bedroom with a kid, and we could hear them talking back and forth. And we just asked, we're like, hi, how are you? You know, and this woman was like, I'm taking care of him. He's sick. Literally all in a full sentence like that. And then a little boy said, I'm sick. And you could just hear them in the other room like they were just having a conversation. And then
at Indian Estate, I heard a man and a woman say, so the woman's like, I want to talk to them. And he was like, no, we can't talk to them. And it's like, they were like talking about whether or not they could come and talk to us.
You'll hear like, it's so weird. You'll hear full conversations and you can make out like what they're saying.
Yeah,
and then
it's really, really weird.
The third way we use them is to do solos. So we all went into the house, you know, we each had a time where we were doing a solo in the house, just listening, you know, just to hear, and you'll hear like disembodied voices. You'll hear footsteps, like they're right in front of you. So it's kind of like a surround sound type thing, you know. I actually discovered this when our house is haunted and Elliot was running spirit boxes, and I noticed I could actually hear the spirit box clearer when I was further away, and you could actually make out tones of voices. Like you can tell if like a spirit is like some old lady. You can tell if it's like some kid. We were just at the Bell Mansion. And there was a, like without the headphones, everybody who was around us who didn't have headphones couldn't hear this kid, but whoever did have the headphones kept hearing a little kid say, mommy, mommy, mommy. So it's kind of those voices that are underneath the spirit box, the ones that are kind of like, you're like, what did it just say? You're going to be able to hear those way clearer. Oh.
That's weird. Yeah, my
I'm muted, guys.
I was like,
when you're doing ITC though, you kind of want to listen to the voices in between the sound waves, right? In between the noises and in the static, if you will. And you guys that is real ITC interaction that you guys are getting here. It's insane.
Yeah, we want to hear those in between voices, and you can do it we call it the Lucid technique, because the headsets are from Lucid, the brand, and Lucid just means, you know, clearer, so it'll kind of
Lucid, if you hear this, you're not going to make those again. Please send me the code for the chip. I know you're not going to make them anymore.
All right, here we go.
I heard.
She's listening to a spirit box, but we're hearing it like.
I heard it like right.
Yeah, like right here.
What's your name?
Revive. So we're hearing the spirit box like it's like right here, like somebody's talking. It's like it sounds like the spirit box is a person with these headphones. Sharice is all the way in here with the spirit box. Sharice, in a little bit, I want you to put on the headphones. We are hearing like someone like they're right next to us.
Really?
It sounds like a legit person. Like not spirit box, just like a person hanging out with us.
It's really weird. Should I pull some tarot cards? I heard the knocking.
And you could hear things going off in the other room too. We heard the flux go
Was it
off.
the flux?
She didn't.
The flux just went off.
Oh my god!
We heard that all the way from there.
The flux.
Cat. It just said cat.
Hello?
It went cat. Charisse, we're gonna literally go on the other side of the house.
Wait, we'll be back in like 5-10 minutes just to see what we have here. Like, without, and we're not gonna say anything, but ask questions.
Real quick, there's just something I want to say, and I've been wanting to say it ever since you guys have been in this room. When originally there was a door, and you can see the door is blocked off in this room, and it went over to the green room or the blue room.
Yeah.
I don't know why they blocked that off, but you could, the first couple times I was there, you could legit feel the energy swirling around the house because it was a big circle. You could feel the energy swirling around the house, and now that door is blocked off, so the energy doesn't swirl around anymore. It's really weird to feel the difference of that. I'm sorry, I really wanted to bring that up because that to me is a big part of the house, and I think that they really changed the energy flow in the home, and it's really kind of wicked. All right.
I kept wanting to walk through that door. I kept trying to go over there. I'm like, oh, there should be a doorway here. But
yeah, you know what? With me though, whenever there's a locked door, I always want to go in no matter what. And if it's blocked up, I want to go through even more. Curiosity, right? That's why we do this.
Should I pull a couple tarot cards for you? I think I just heard yes very quietly. So, okay. Okay, I'll pull some tarot cards.
I wouldn't do this. Not in the Monroe house. Sorry. I see nothing wrong with tarot cards. I got my own decks down here. I'm all about them. I would not bring them into this place.
Nope.
Right, sorry.
Again. I'm hearing a creepy guy whisper, but I can't tell what it's saying. I still keep hearing a creepy guy whisper super quiet, but I can't tell what he's saying.
There's a lot that isn't labeled also. He's just talking throughout this whole thing.
More?
Sorry. Someone at the door.
It's all good.
Oh.
It's buffering a little weird. I don't know if it is for you guys. I did not like that doll.
I'm gonna have a creepy low voice so I can make out what he's saying. Are you still here?
I like that camera peek there.
I was just like, the whole time I was just like, I don't know what's going on.
Dude, G Fuel.
We're trying to get sponsored by them.
Oh, Brian and I want to get sponsored by them too.
Look, it's you.
If you tilt your head with the lucid, you can hear at different angles.
Who are you?
frequencies are bouncing off.
He was kind of a smart ass. Like,
I don't really know what else to say to you.
just yells. Dude, I heard that like in my ear. Like it sounded like something went like in my ear, and I was just like, "What the frick was that?" It was speaking a different language. It would like bounce back
So
from
when you heard the I am, it was like a full sentence of whispering.
Killing? Who is killing? Awful. Killing is pretty awful. Who is killing? Husband. Did the husband kill the woman?
Definitely heard that. I heard that through the headphones.
I need a pair of these headphones.
They're pretty sick. Like,
I love my RT EVP recorder, and this is awesome.
I'll try to help you find a pair.
I think I found a link.
Did he put his wife in the basement? He buried her. Husband. How can we help the wife, the woman? Please.
oh hey Bob,
How can we
buddy
help?
Bob.
Magic?
Yeah, I would not advise doing magic.
He was just saying I would not do tarot readings here.
No,
Right.
no.
Me?
I think that's why this place is the way that it is.
I
That's a
100% agree. Yeah,
The theory that
and
I
that's
have.
kind of what we were getting with this like Estes method is like it kept wanting like I think more magic.
Yeah, it wants more magic.
And it was just
I
like,
feel like it's stuck there though. It doesn't want to be there. That's the feeling I get.
I'll talk to you afterwards. Sean. And there, yeah, you're right. Like,
Here we go.
You are the woman? Did somebody use magic on you to keep you here? Evil.
Ooh.
To bind you to this place?
we also were able to hear walking and talking upstairs because we had the lucids.
Are you still here with us?
It's weird that you asked that and then she took it off.
Wasn't getting anything else.
It's like she left.
I literally just asked, "Are you still with us?" And it's just like this little mystery that keeps continuing.
I think that's why they call
So-
it the mysterious Monroe House.
I'm so cheesy sometimes.
Ooh, the basement.
Yeah. I didn't get anything down there. I was like waiting for this
The only
to come
time,
and say hi, but
yeah, the only time I did was that one time with that cricket noise.
it's so weird.
And that doll. Do you guys know anything about that doll that's in there?
No, it's just creepy. I don't. We literally did not know anything.
I think
Like-
after this, Jeff told me something about that doll. I don't remember 100%.
Jeff Fent?
Yeah.
They told me where they got the doll. Eddie and Pam, but they said they didn't know anything about it. I was like, so you just have this doll in your place that you don't know anything about?
I guess it can set stuff off or something. Or like people have talked to it apparently.
Oh, it's insane, dude. It feels like it's watching you when you're in there. That thing is.
Yeah, I sat in there talking to him for a while. I like ventriloquist dolls.
Slept in that room.
You slept in that room with that doll?
Yeah, that's the room we slept in. That it turned the heater off.
We're like, it's watching us.
Yeah, I believe that.
That's
hey,
insane.
Everybody in the chat.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah,
dolls are always creepy. They definitely can.
I like dolls.
Yeah, this next one, Elliot's like,
Bob loves dolls.
Like, all with the doll.
I love coming in and hearing about the dolls.
Oh yeah, sorry, Bob.
Now the next one's more light. It's more fun.
There's
that first video freaks me out a lot.
Guys, ready to hear some galloping ghosts? Like, so weird.
Oops, hold on. Let's push the right.
And I'll be right back in 3 minutes.
3 minutes? And you're going to
Yes.
have a time clock? It takes me exactly 3 minutes to go pee.
That's not true.
I'm joking. Sorry. He's mad at me now. No, he's not. All right. So for some reason, this is being weird. Okay. Technology and I love using technology, but technology hates me.
Oh yeah.
Using multiple technologies together is always difficult.
True.
Combine.
All right. So here is.
Nice to see you, Brad, on the little chat bubble. I just see your little tiny head.
All right. So let's just dive right on in.
Ooh, yeah, spooky. You like that synth? I'm playing in that synth.
Heck yeah. That's you? Nice.
Yeah, like, awesome. I'm like, we need some music, so.
Yeah, I like that.
Nice.
Synths are fun.
Yeah, they are. They're a good time. God, kid.
Film edit review everything by Nat.
Everything Nat is ACG.
Pretty much.
Sorry. That's like that. I'm a big Nine Inch Nails fan, and that they do like Trent is Nine Inch Nails. So sorry, it's kind of like where my head goes. So Nat is ACG. All right.
I do a good portion, but couldn't do it without my dude here.
Of course, right.
This was a fun investigation. It was just the two of us, like.
It was like nice because it was kind of like throwback to when it was just like us doing.
It was really chill.
Paranormal stuff.
So active. And this house is like totally whacked. It's like there's like 1 million doors. What is up with this? Okay, I'm going to. Hello.
Yeah, I get weird on investigations.
Hey.
I do the Mrs. Doubtfire. I'm like, hello. I'm coming into your house.
Wants to talk to us. You have a beautiful home.
Thanks, Mom. Oh, thanks, Cat. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. You guys are nice. So nice.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Bob.
Hashtag facts.
Did you guys start without me? What the heck?
You missed the million
You just
doors.
missed the million doors. So this building,
Do you
someone
want me to remind you? You were legit. It was 3 minutes. I thought I didn't know, and I just thought we would just jump right in. And
We can restart it. It
You can
literally
restart
is.
it.
It's just
No.
You didn't miss much.
you didn't miss.
Just give me a
it.
recap. Give me a recap.
There's a million doors.
There was no evidence so far.
There's just
Okay.
We'll just start here. We'll just start here.
What building are we even in?
The Civil War house.
Billy
The
Creek
house.
Village. Oh,
we called it House on the Hill. It was like a old old Civil War.
They call it the Civil War house.
I got you.
There's
We
like,
called
but
it.
there's literally like doors. I want to say there's maybe 10 doors on.
So what we think is, so every door has an exit door. We think someone was afraid of fires, is what it was.
Bob Elliott is also pretty good.
Thank you.
We're going in. So active.
Have you guys been to Aglaze Village?
Not yet.
No, but that's on the bucket list.
Yeah, it's on the list.
Oh.
That's some good, good stuff.
It's a little. The hard thing is that like
there's so many good places in Ohio.
There's so much good stuff in Ohio.
Yeah.
Oh, Brad.
And more keep coming up too.
Totally whack.
Yeah.
There's like a million doors.
Yeah, I love my team.
A million doors.
Hello.
There's
old houses had a lot of doors. My house is old.
This
Hello.
place though had a staircase going to an exit door from both of the upstairs rooms. Like it has an exit door from every single room. It was someone that was afraid of fires, is what it is.
So like my house, I have a total of 4 exits. Right, the front door, 2 side doors, and the back door, and So the 2 side doors that go out to our driveway, my basement door goes right up to it. So it's kind of like the same thing. They were very big into that. I mean, it's just like a tall 2-story home. So, I mean, what are you going to do to get out of the fire? I mean, you can't really just jump
Go out one of the 20 doors.
Right, exactly.
Wondering if there's anyone here that wants to talk to us. You have a beautiful home.
I like that stove.
Really loving this kitchen cabinet of yours. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Isn't it funny, like when you're trying to hear something, and even if you have headphones on, you get closer to the screen because you think you're going to hear
Yeah,
that?
You're like, here.
Sorry.
Just wait a sec. Hold on. Just give me 1 more minute. I'm going to try to debunk that. Okay. You can come in now.
I heard that.
What?
Mm-hmm. I thought it was Elliot.
I said you can come in now, El, and like right when you said what?
It was not caught on Elliot's cam.
No, here, come in here. Ooh. Something's in this room.
Oh,
something
right there. It felt like something like
Put the
went
spirit
through
box
me,
right there and
like
come
as if
out,
something
please.
like maybe got off like the piano bench and like walked right through.
Bob does not like that doll. Yeah, I think that like tram was moving.
Yeah, the stroller,
Yeah.
like of the doll, because I heard like something going like back and forth, and I was like, "What is that noise?" And it's crazy because this house is literally in the middle of a field. Like, there's no way like a person could have been like close to the door. Yeah, I mean, if there what you would have heard like them outside, but there was no one around that area. Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Now I noticed you guys use these red lights. Do you guys prefer these over like IRs?
Yeah, I don't really like IR.
I'm not a big fan of IR. One, like, depending on what kind of pants you're wearing,
It also drains battery.
it will show right through you. Drains batteries.
IR takes a lot more energy.
Honestly, like, we like to just use a little bit of color because I feel like it pops a little bit more too. Like with IR, it kind of gets like too much. Like, we do use the 4K like IR, like full spectrum sometimes.
The other thing is we can see with the red light, so we can tell if something moved. It's easier than being,
it's easier to like debunk. Like, I have to, like, you can note things better. Usually if we're leaving or doing a solo, like, you'll see some like IR in this video, but like did I put it in here? Yeah, a little bit. But for the most part, we like using the red lights. We like using the green lights too. Like, if it's a small area, we'll use the red lights. If it's like further, we'll use green lights. because green travels a little further. But yeah, we definitely like using color. Kind of makes things a little bit more, exciting.
Right on. Yeah, Brad actually asked my next question too. Do you feel like it's easier to see shadows with the
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
And it's easier for like I have a green laser grid that I use. So when we're using the green laser grid, you can see it very easy in the red. Or I have red laser grids that we put on the green light, so you can see like the contrast really well if something goes past. Like Greenville Manor, I saw something go past the laser grid because we were all using this certain light.
Yeah.
So like I could easily see the laser grid go.
Plus, like, I mark things a lot real time. Like disembodied voices is a big one for me. But visual, like I am horrible with my eyes, my ears, but my eyes are. So like without like some sort of light, like a shadow figure could walk right past me if I'm using IR, and I would not be able to even see. Like so.
Yeah, she's blind.
I'm
so
very much blind.
it's also a safety issue.
I will trip on myself.
Something like it felt like something went through me.
There's Elliot tending to the doll.
Let's see, he's carrying quite a bit for that doll there.
Well, I was telling the doll that if Addie comes, she'll take care of the doll. Because Addie is so nice to the dolls.
That guy's face.
Addie likes
No,
dolls.
that has to be pareidolia.
No secret.
Oh, talk about pareidolia.
Yeah, this is weird.
Right?
It looks like a dude in the mirror.
In the middle there.
Like
Wow,
smiling.
look at that.
Like, and I was just like, that's a guy. And I was like, no, that can't be a guy. Yeah. And so I took some time to like really try to like look at it and be like, okay.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that kind of stuff. That's it's a perfect example of it.
Mm-hmm.
It is a guy's face, but it looks like it. But I see it in here. I can see.
And it looks like
it looked like it started to smile. Like once you like moved closer to it, that was really creepy. Oh my god! It looks like it's smiling
yeah, all the
now.
mirrors got like pareidolia in them. Yeah, because they're antique mirrors.
So like, look, it's
kinda. Yeah. That is weird though. That's weird how the human eye does that. Thank you for letting us be here, whoever lives here.
I'll just smile back.
That definitely looks like a face, and when you come close to it, it's just a smudge. But to me, it looks like a guy with like a mustache, and like the more you stare at it, the more it looks like it's like faces changing. Okay, we're gonna head back to the village.
Okay, let's paint this town red. Red.
We have fun.
Okay.
I like it.
4K?
I gotta say, I love the rawness of your videos. I love it. It makes it seem a lot more real. I just want to say both these videos are very raw, and it just shows more. It seems more authentic to me than something that's like extremely highly edited. Like
that's kind of like what I'm going for. Is like I kind of want you to be like feel like you're with us, like versus just like stationary cam. And I mean, we do the stationary cam sometimes, like especially if we sit ourselves down, but like I really want you guys to come on an adventure.
This just to do with the goofiness in this one. So we did Indiana State right before this, and then we had to drive Kid home.
Oh wow.
6 hours.
6 hours, and then we came back to do Billy Creek the next day. So
the same day.
The same day.
The same day.
Yeah. So it was like
we were investigating that place. I'm like
we were investigating for like
we were on about 3 hours of sleep with this one. Like
So this we're a little goofy in this.
So with being sleep deprived on an investigation, do you feel like that puts you maybe more at risk or more basically more susceptible to spirit?
I feel like it puts a little bit more open because I feel like when we're kids, we can see ghosts more because we don't have that barrier that we've put up. I feel like I'm not saying be sleep deprived, that doesn't help you. But I feel like sometimes when you're a little bit more tired, you kind of break your barrier down a little
Slap
bit.
happy.
Yeah.
Now, I don't suggest doing what we did for our 5th year anniversary, where we did like how many?
9 locations in 4 days.
In 4 days. So don't do that. That was about 2 hours of sleep a night.
Jeff came up to me and I started talking about selling my soul. He's like, "You're gonna do what now?" And I'm like, "Sorry, Jeff. I'm like not here right now." I'm like, dude, I'm like, I say that when but no selling souls. But no, we kind of have cat naps here and there. Like, like Elle will pass out in a chair for 20 minutes. We get enough sleep. We don't push ourselves as much anymore.
No, we don't.
And the location. So Billy Creek, I feel like there was, before this, I've gone there a couple times just to kind of feel the place. I don't think there's anything that's gonna be super.
I wouldn't do it at like Monroe House.
No, not the Monroe.
But like Billy Creek's a fun place.
Billy Creek, yeah, the energy is very light there. You have your typical ghosts, that like this general's house. They just wanted to sleep, So like,
I don't think they were happy that we were in there with a red light.
It really depends on what location we're going to. Like something like the Hinsdale house, like where we haven't been to. I think I would probably make sure I have a good solid sleep before going to something like that. Same with Indiana State. Like I make sure I sleep a good amount because Indiana State can be a very mix of emotion type place. But here was fine. We were doing all right, and we had
we did sleep a little bit before. We got a good amount of sleep. I mean, we took a nap.
We did take a half an hour nap at Kid's house. I'm like to go back, So yeah, you just
took a cat nap at Cat's house.
Yeah. We also got fizzy soda pops.
Oh. Okay, Billy Creek has the coolest soda shop. They have an entire wall of soda, and I got so many cool photos of that. It just looks amazing.
Hello, Aaron.
Yeah. If there's anyone here,
can you go sit on the piano little stool there, please? Can you go sit on the piano?
If there's anything you want to tell us or play us a song, I see you got a nice stereo system over there.
So I switched this voice to the voice activated mode.
Okay, cool.
Oh, this part's weird.
Okay.
This is the Ghost Horse, guys. Okay, so here, could you pause it real quick? Because this part's weird.
Go to the.
There's 3 cameras rolling. Okay, so here's the only thing about like just filming with like regular cams. I always make sure I do have a full spectrum IR cam. Sometimes, like, I think they do listen at different frequencies, don't they?
Well, yeah, the microphone's different.
Microphone is set at a different frequency than your like regular camera. But so we had 3 cameras rolling, Elliot's, mine, and then I just turned on this 4K camera. I'm walking. All of a sudden you hear like this, like, well, we don't catch it on the first 2 cameras, but I heard like as if a horse came right next to me. Like we even saw like dust get kicked up.
Yeah, I just froze up because I thought like a buck or something was charging us. It was.
But it sounded
weird.
like old fashioned like.
Yeah, it sounded like it was just walking, but it sounded like it was right next to us.
Horse and you didn't you don't hear it on the first 2 cameras, but since the 3rd camera was 4K and it has a different microphone, we did capture it on the 4K. What made me think this was 100% paranormal was the fact that it was only captured on that last camera. If it wasn't paranormal, it would have definitely been caught on these other 2 cameras. Right. So, okay, now you can proceed.
All right.
We'll leave. I was gonna say if we have 2 cameras, if we're sticking together, maybe we'll leave this 4K in the Baptist church then.
Okay, let's do that, and then let's put the trail cam in the other church.
Okay. Ah, Jesus Christ, what is that? Okay. Ah, Jesus Christ, what is that? Okay. Ah, Jesus Christ! What is that?
You even see me
that?
slow down. Like I slow. Like I.
It sounded like a horse or something running. It was like galloping.
It was
It
just
was
like
like,
click, 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 click.
but it was like really fast.
That's crazy. Let's play it again.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
No, I'm playing it
Ah,
again.
Jesus Christ! What is that? Okay. Ah, Jesus Christ! What is that? Okay. Ah, Jesus Christ! What is that? What the f was that? It sounded like a horse or
I
something
kind of like
running.
stay out of the
It was
road
like
part
galloping.
because I'm like, what
It was
is
like,
past us?
I jumped. Like
but
I
it was like
literally
really
jumped.
fast.
Oh, thanks, Lucy.
I swear, it sounded like a horse. Like literally, it was like it was like right here. It went in that direction, like something like that was a little terrifying.
I'm gonna stop my video.
Yeah, I am too, cause like, whew, ghost horses.
Ghost horses for sure.
This is a big Bible. Wow. If there's anyone in this church, can you play us a nice little tune? Elliot, what are you doing? I feel like, ooh.
That sounds pretty good.
God, Jesus.
Sorry, guys. This is what happens when you get 3 hours.
I just played a pretty song. Did you like my song? Sorry, the lyrics were not very good. I mean, maybe they were good. All I said was Jesus and God, and are you with me? I think that was about it. That's me laughing at myself. Okay, so
At myself.
far we have horse ghost. That was a huge galloping ghost. I heard something in like that back door. Oh god, that guy's creeping me out a little bit. I mean, it's like it catches you off guard. You're just like, whoa.
He kept scaring me too. Okay.
Okay, how do I work
Joseph
this
was like right
description?
inside the door.
Elliot, here, let's just put it all together. Is it okay if I come back here? Are Elliot's very loud?
Yeah.
You gotta stop wearing combat boots.
Yeah.
Is it okay that I'm up here? Should I sit down? No, it's on a hymnal. I can move it off though. Yeah, there we go. Thought I heard a guy.
What kind of box is that?
That's one I made.
Were you the pastor?
I'm actually about to mail that to one of our friends.
Nice.
Dude, something
Yeah.
pushed my back. Like,
you just touched my back?
Get off my chair, like, you crazy lady.
Yep. Yeah. That felt like someone literally like put a hand like on my back. Like, was I sitting in your chair? Yes.
Ooh.
That was a very clear yes. What? That felt really weird. Now that the triangle turned blue, Do you think you could touch it on either side?
No.
No. Why not? Okay, I'm gonna turn this off for a couple minutes. What the fuck was that?
Keeping it PG
No.
in church.
Let me try that again.
In the church.
If it was the floorboard, it sounded like someone like stomped up here like with me or something. I don't know, it was weird.
Was that you kicking that?
That sounded like someone kicked that like little step.
Like, what are you doing
Sounded
up
like
here?
Kick the.
I don't think they
away.
like to be up there because, like, that's not really a
We'll
place
just leave the
for
trail cam in here.
a person to be, you know, it's a holy spot.
Yeah.
My hip.
My hip.
Doctor, I think there might be something wrong with my back.
For real.
Should Elliot be scared of the dentist? Should he be scared? I tell him all the time he should.
Oh, we're at Billy
He
Creek
doesn't
in
like the scrapey noise.
Rockville, Indiana.
I don't like dentists. They freak me out.
I don't like dentists either.
All right, let's head to the next building.
That's why I said yes when they asked if you should be
I don't know. I'm
scared.
just not really feeling too much in here.
No.
Wait. Did you just say wait?
You got a lot of cool equipment there.
No.
Wait.
Yeah, we like to make some,
I swear it's
like, well,
always
good, I
when
think a
you're
good amount of our
it's
equipment
just
we
like,
made.
Wait. We do have to move to the next building. We're trying to give everybody a turn.
I feel like when you make your own equipment, it kind of gives it more of a, like, a
That weight was
and like a, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I like to know
You can
what
follow
it
us to
can
the
and
next
can't do.
building if you want.
Right.
The Flux has a temperature sensor in it, and I cut that out of ours. But they can still bridge it and set off the noise somehow. I don't know how they do that.
Sorry, we're coming in after
That's
hours. We're those people. Can I get everything on the menu? Can I get a whiskey on the rocks, please?
I also kind of like let the audience, like whoever is watching our stuff, like kind of determine whether or not things are paranormal versus like saying like this is.
Oh, it looks like it.
You know, like
this had to have been like a bar.
because I feel like it
opener.
helps like people kind of learn how to
I
do
can
all
see
the
that.
things. You know, like
I mean, they probably served everything. They probably had a
Well,
little
plus
bit
a lot
for
of it is how you
the
perceive it.
dads. They probably
Yeah.
had a little bit for the moms. You know, a little bit for the children. Ooh, look at this. This is cool.
start touching.
Textured walls.
It's textured walls,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Some good
Keep my
stuff.
head back here. All right. Can you please tell us what this building was used for?
That building wasn't not much going on in
I can
that
hear you
building.
moving in the back. Okay, ending session. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about now. All right, hello, family. We're all nice and snug. Oh, there's an upstairs
Creepy little
too.
cabin.
Yeah, I'm like, this is nice.
Yeah, I'm hitting my head on everything because the ceilings are only like 6 feet tall.
Whoa. Oh, okay, I don't like that chair. This is a nice chair. There you go.
What is that noise?
It's
That's
the
the flux.
It was freaking out.
What was
It's
that?
like, it's the flux. I put it down on like the
It
wrong
sounds
chair.
like your bear, Sean.
Dude, that sounds like my beeple. Okay, I got to bring this up, dude.
Well, does
I've
your
talked about this in a long time on the show. So I got this thing. Okay, and it's from when my mom, like, so we I don't want to get too much of my family history, but my mom a long time ago, she gave us this thing. It's called a beeple, right? See, it's even called, it says beeple on the bottom. It's an old 80s toy, right? And it's activated by light, and it makes a noise just like that. This freaking thing would go off in pitch darkness and because the only light's supposed to set it off. Dude, whatever spirit was in our house at that time used to fuck with this thing, and
And now you still have
dude,
it.
I found it at my mom's house not too long ago. But that noise sounded like this thing, dude. It's insane. Sorry, that's why I was like, "What was that?" I got flashbacks. Sorry.
Yeah, I heard it too.
Like
You heard it
ghost trauma. Like, oh, it's coming back to me.
Here, let's see if I can get it to make the noise. This thing, it's like broken. I need someone who's techie to fix this thing.
Give it to Jeff Fent, and then he'll make a box out of it. Shawn, if
Aaron Kasmarsik heard it too, and I've known Aaron Kasmarsik since like 1990 something.
Aaron's awesome.
We love Aaron.
Yeah, she's bad.
We've spent a week or so with Aaron.
Yeah.
Maybe the battery's dead. It's not working.
Yeah, Aaron's the best.
Yeah. Here, I'll play. Oh wait, here's another battery. That's one thing about being an investigator. There's no shortage of batteries.
I make everything USB powered.
Yeah. You hear that?
It's close. I like that.
All right, and then can we hear it again one more time on the the YouTube? Sorry.
Okay. That's me.
That was Shawn.
Yeah.
I go
this
back
is
too
what
far.
I'm talking about now. All right, hello.
No,
family.
you're good.
We're all nice and snug. Oh, there's an upstairs too. I feel like if it was a little taller, we could probably survive in here. Whoa! Oh, okay, I don't like that chair.
That
This
part.
is a nice chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I just touched something that I think it is juicy. All right. If there's anyone in
That's
here,
mine. I just set
this
mine off
probably
the
look
vaccine.
really weird to you. And I'm gonna go upstairs real quick.
Okay, real quick. I don't know if you guys heard that beep. That was my Beeple thing. Only one of the, you know how on the 9-volt batteries, right?
Yeah.
So only one side. I don't know which side it was. I was doing it blindly. Only one side was plugged in.
Ooh.
Guys, it's not supposed to do that. All right, sorry.
No, I definitely heard it though. We're actually hearing ghosts.
Yeah, there's
hallway
someone
right
walking
now.
up and down.
There's the one up there then.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, maybe I won't go. Let me just pop my head up in there. Oh yeah, that's nice. I'm just gonna head back down now. Thank you.
There's a horse and carriage right there. Right there.
So I left this in to compare like what we were hearing compared to like there's an actual horse. It is Amish country, but there's no horse that was like this thing was like right next to me.
Too, yeah.
And so I did keep this in because I wanted to document like the different sounding of an actual horse and then a ghost horse. So you'll hear like the, you know, the trailer and everything that's attached to.
Yeah, but not with the wheels. It just sounded like that going past us.
You're muted.
Oh,
I have ghost horses in my neighborhood. Well, actually, it's outside of my house. So my house is built in 1918. It's all old farmland, and there'll be times when I'll be sitting there playing video games or watching a movie or something, and I'll hear a horse, you know, clippity clopping down the road, and that doesn't happen. Where I live, I'm in like the suburbs, right? Like just right outside the city. So we don't have horses here. People that do have horses, they're on farms and they're not near my house. So I don't know. Just want to point out it's really, really cool. And it's cool that you guys are able to capture this on camera. And then on top of that, you guys got something to compare it to.
yes.
Oh, look at that. That's synchronicity right there, too. All right.
In a couple minutes, when they have me turn the spirit box on. What do you have? Oh, the teacher's gonna see what that is.
Sorry. I forgot about that part too. Yeah, this is a weird video. I get
Someone
weird
end up with the dunce hat on?
Huh?
Someone end up with the dunce hat on?
Yeah.
So that on the table was a REM pod shaped like a bell that I made.
Awesome.
Yeah. Can you please tell us your name? Chris? Chris? Would have been like the teacher like saying Chris to like one of the students.
Are you a teacher?
I'm thinking you should, instead of the Baptist church, do your solo in here.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I like it.
Do you want Elliot to come back here? I said no. No?
No, go away.
Get out of here.
You want Elliot to come back here? I said no. I don't know if that was like a no to, should Elliot go in the Baptist church? That was the first time the flex went off all night.
Yeah. Is the school closed?
I decide when it's time for solos.
Here, I really like this thing. You seem to like it too. I built this.
Talking about his
so it
spirit
can talk to you. The fire.
Oh. You might want to pause.
What fire?
So, after like all this lady says the fire in front. It sounded like she definitely said the fire, and I'm like, I don't think Billy Creek ever had a fire. And I'm like doing my little research, because what I like to do is more so like research after we investigate a place versus before, because I don't really like knowing too much about a location. I did find out, I believe it's the bridge that's in the front, which would be the North Bridge, was caught on fire twice.
Which is in the front of the Billy Creek
and
area.
Someone set it on fire. It was just arson before it was moved. So there's actually burn marks on the bridge, which like I didn't know up until, this lady's telling me the fire. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to look for a fire. And so one of the bridges there does have burn marks from getting set on fire twice. So I'm like, maybe there's some sort of residual thing going on there with the bridge, So, okay. That is all.
That's really cool. That's really cool when you get to investigate, and then you're able to learn about the history that coincides with the activity that you're getting.
Yeah, maybe validate it. Yeah,
exactly. Definitely validates your interaction.
Ooh, something's moving over here.
I love your reactions. You're like kind of cute about it.
Something's moving. Like, I'm gonna go closer.
It's like in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. It's like, oh,
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood for the paranormal.
Yes, I love
over
it.
here, kids. We're having a residual
whisper
haunting.
voice.
That dress is creepy.
There was a very faint EVP there, but I don't
Are
think
you
you're gonna be
sleeping
able
right
to hear
now?
it without headphones. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What the heck is that?
Some energy. Oh,
Swear to God, I just heard church bells.
that was a thing.
Why the hell would there be church bells? It's like 3 in the morning. Why would there be church bells? I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask.
So right there was just
The
3
locals
little
about that
dings.
one.
At the time, I heard it very loud. It was in the same spot
Trying to
as
think
the
there's
ghost
like
horse, but it was like
a lot of
ding,
residual sounds here.
ding, ding. And then Elliot was in the schoolhouse, so there's no way it could have been the schoolhouse. And I actually the next day the locals came around because we hung out for a little bit, and I started asking everybody. I was like, "Do you guys have like a church that goes off at 3 a.m.?" They're like, "No." I'm like, last night I was investigating here, and I'm like, I heard 3 dings at 3 in the morning.
Wow.
And then Elliot was like, it could possibly been school bells, and I was like, that could be, a thing. So yeah, I definitely think there's some like residual sounds going on there, like when it was up and running, and a lot from the buildings, because Billy Creek. All those buildings were imported there. They weren't like built there. So
other than the Civil War house.
Yes, the Civil War house was there originally, but all these other buildings were imported, and I'm wondering if who haunts them could be like past workers from the amusement park, but I think a lot of them are like past, people that either school kids, teachers, the church, an old priest, like I definitely feel like it was like spirits that were during their time
With
had a
the buildings.
huge connection to the building. Yeah. So, but
yeah, and like just the consistency of the evidence, like in terms of like residual audible like responses, like the horses as well as the bells. I mean, like that's just like more and more evidence that kind of supports that.
yeah, and something like the horse could be from when it used to be an amusement park. I was thinking, like, did they have people that used to like dress up like if they were from the early 1900s, like 1800s,
I'm sure they had horses.
because I think they have Civil War days like there, or they used to. So it could be like anything, but like, yeah, I definitely feel like it's still like up and running. I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Spirited Away. It's like one of my favorite films. Yes, it's an anime.
I haven't even seen Ghostbusters. There's no chance I've seen that. I'm so sorry.
That's what, guys. This is why this is Brian's last show on our Paranormal podcast.
Sean and I compliment each other very well.
I'm not a fan at all. I only have toys.
Oh, I have a whole shelf in my other room.
Well,
I should collect.
We got proton packs.
I have crystals. That's like my like. So I have like apparently. So for the show, I have like displayed like different equipment. My long gone doll, but I have like a ton of crystals. Like here's a tree, it's amethyst, and
we have a shrunken head.
I got dead things. You want to see some dead stuff?
I got skull. Tiger's eye skull.
Hold on, let me grab some of my.
Oh, we're doing show and tell.
We're doing show and tell real quick.
You want to see something cool? Here, I'll show you something cool.
Here, since this is gonna win because it always does.
This might freak some people out a bit.
Look at this guy.
Elliot has his thing.
If I can get it on, I gotta go in there and turn it on.
I don't know how you guys feel about taxidermy, but
okay, that wins. So, a coyote mask.
Yeah, so a long time ago, I was told that a coyote is like my spirit animal, and it kind of like when I was a kid, and anything coyote has kind of stuck with me since. So I'm all about coyotes.
This was going on like crazy earlier. Why is it not turning on? Oh, I think I killed the battery. Oh no, I didn't. Maybe I did. 1 second.
And just for the record, that coyote face was yes, it was a roadkill. So I found it a good home.
Yes.
Can you turn that light off?
Yeah.
This is okay. So I was making this to sell at Spirits in the Spring, but this is definitely going to be my.
Is that light in the radio?
Yeah. So it's like.
It's a party.
It's gonna be a
Sick.
spirit box, and it's gonna have the sound reactive light in it. No, you cannot sit back down. Yeah, you can sit back down. I want to put my ring back on. But yeah, I'm building a bunch more spirit boxes.
So
That
are you
one-
going to be like selling your boxes or?
Yeah, I got one here. I sell them at conventions.
Yeah, Elle kind of just does the con thing versus like
So I got this little one.
I like him. He's cute. He looks like a Volkswagen.
It has a green light in it. It lights up.
I like that. The DVD player lights up, or a CD player.
Yeah,
I like that.
and then it's USB charge. Yeah, I make
Oh,
them
that's badass.
when I find things that I feel like need to be spirit boxes. I make them, and then I'll sell them at the conventions. I don't know. I do it. I think the only I don't know. I like selling them in person because then I can like see the person, talk to them about how it works, and
And you kind of get to see like the bond happen between like, spirit box and the person. And I don't know. I do feel like they have their own personalities.
Yeah, this one's very Beach Boys.
Beach Boys.
Like
driving into a sunset.
looks like a little
Like,
mini
Feel the
Volkswagen.
good vibrations.
Yeah.
I feel the good
Oh, that's a song, Sean. That's
Oh!
a song.
It is. It is. Do you know the Beach Boys, Brian?
You know that song?
I know that song.
I actually
So
listened
for
to it earlier
me,
today.
the Beach Boys, I've always the Beach Boys are like a guilty pleasure of mine, and the reason being is because I grew up close to Geauga Lake, which was an amusement park right by SeaWorld here in Ohio. Of course, they're both gone now, but they always played the Beach Boys. So I've always loved the Beach Boys, and plus, when what was it? There was this one movie that came out. I think when the song Kokomo came out. That was
that's my favorite song.
there was
Way
it was
down
for a movie.
Titanic.
No, it was. I can't think of the name of it, but it was about some bartender in the tropics. I can't think of it. This was a long time ago, but so anyways, the Beach Boys are awesome. I love them. They're fun. They're happy.
I do remember, I think it was the Muppets made a little music video with Kokomo. I want to say it was the Muppets.
It would be cool if I could find a little surfboard for it.
Yeah, I think it was,
maybe whoever buys it can find a little surfboard for it.
That's awesome. I love it. And I remember you saying, I don't remember if you said this just between you and I or if it was in a post, but you have the spirits in your home guide you putting the boxes together.
So if I'm using different, like as I'm making the antenna length and stuff like that for the inside and the sweep speed, I'll set it and I'll be like, should this go faster or slower? And they'll be like, yes, good, or like up or down, or they'll say a number for the sweep speed. Or if the antenna is good, they'll say that's good, or they'll be like, no, doesn't work, like because it's like hard for them or whatever. Yeah, they help me build all our stuff, and they help us test all the stuff like the flux.
We have a couple of spirits here. One that like we like to talk about that actually. So we are actually in Elliot's childhood home. We're like renovating it, and when the first time I spent the night here, so Elliot was very anti-ghosts.
I spent 5 of my 10 years trying to prove her wrong.
Yes,
that's why I started building tech.
He was like, don't talk to me about ghosts. I don't want to hear that. And like,
okay. It's creepy when people tell you creepy things, okay? When you were telling me that someone got murdered somewhere, that's freaky. That freaks people out.
That's freaky. So the first time I was here though, I can dream and do the thing
the weird thing.
The weird
scary
thing stuff. But Elliot kind of suppressed all his ghosts that he had here. There was one in particular that when the first night I was here, I had a dream of this little boy, could see full details of him, little schoolboy, 9-10 years old, had a schoolboy outfit from the early 1900s. In my dream, he's just in the hallway and he's like, hey, hey, come here. So like I follow him in my dream. Now this was the first time I was here. Did not go into his dad's room. I didn't even know where his dad's room was because like the house is pretty decent size. Like we have like 4 bedrooms, and I go into his dad's room and I could see his dad sleeping in my dream, which was really weird. On the other side of his bed, though, the kid like points to this door and is just like, I like to play in there. And then I woke up and I was like to Elliot, I'm like, yo, where's your attic? And he's like, why? And I was like, there's a little boy that pointed to a door and I'm wondering where this door leads to. And he's just like, yeah, that's my attic. Like, and he told me he's like he has a bunch of antique toys up there. Well, Elliot, this was a couple of years ago. We were going through stuff because we were like moving here and there, and Elliot found a journal, and he was just like, I didn't tell you this, but I used to see that same kid that you described. He had all the details of this kid in the journal, how the kid looked. Like, and I found out his name is
There are
Henry.
whole movies of me like
Yeah,
talking about
and
the
he
kid.
used to talk to this kid in the vents, like it's creepy. Yeah, so that's kind of why Elliot kind of suppressed all this stuff because he did not want to accept. I'm like, yo, there's a little kid here, and
there's also a tall man that walks around our house.
But Henry's probably our most active one. He runs up and down the stairs like constantly.
Yeah, he'll run past doorways.
We've actually been like on Zoom meetings and like chats like this. He'll laugh into the camera. Like there's been times where like we caught like disembodied voices while we're on an interview. So yeah, he kind of helps with the spirit boxes that Elliot makes. Like he's always talking about candy.
He likes the toy too. Yeah, he wants ice cream a lot.
So it sounds like you guys need to do a documentary on your home.
See, the thing is, I feel like if we like, I don't know, they live here. I feel like that's going into their house. I don't want to invade their privacy of chilling.
And your house.
Yeah,
your house.
Here's
that's a door you might not want to open.
I mean, isn't that what you're already doing? The only difference
we
is
have
you live
pretty
in the
good
location.
so right now what I'm doing is I'm making toys for them, but like we have a pretty good understanding of like because for a while there like at 5 a.m. someone was rattling our door. No, that's not. We're not doing that type of stuff. Like we have a good understanding at this point, and like I make toys for them. We have fun. They get. Every once in a while, we'll like have ice cream and we'll put a cup out for them or whatever, French fries. Whenever we're cooking, especially French fries, we'll hear running up and down the stairs and like.
Really?
And I'm wondering if it was
I've left liquor out for the spirits in my home.
Yeah, like, I
we
feel
don't
like
drink,
they
so we can't
smell.
do that.
Like I think they can like smell when I'm like cooking dinner because
they
like
definitely are active when we have dinner. Yeah.
That usually like around dinner time to like, and I mean we were just like during this we were hearing walking in the hallway like till about maybe 10 o'clock. I would say they're like the most active, but I don't know. Like our house, I feel like it's one of those things like we respect them, they respect us.
Yeah, we live together.
Henry, I pretty much adopted. Like there's when I first like moved in here, he would come into the bedroom like at like 4 a.m.
Yeah,
I've heard like mommy.
He would go up to her phone and turn the volume up and down.
That.
Well, I told him to stop. He's not supposed to do that.
Yeah, he used to mess like with my white noise machine, and I'm just like.
Also, I have.
I like this idea: motion activated bubber blower.
Dude, that would be cool.
That's cool.
That'd be badass.
And then I wonder if like they could make it. Like,
I have one of those.
So here, real quick, history and headlines. He said he misses Geauga Lake and SeaWorld as well, and he asked if you guys have gone to Oglaze Village.
Not yet.
Yeah, we discussed this earlier. Sorry you missed it, but
it looks really cool.
Is interested here? I do want to let you know that you can investigate Oglaze Village. All you have to do is message one of us here from Underground Paranormal.
Yeah, I'm like my eyes
AKA
are
Austin. So yeah, sorry, I have all these posters available because I work with I'm on the Underground Paranormal team with Austin. So if you want to go to any of these locations, please feel free. You can message me. I'll put you in the right direction.
I was seeing new ones because every time I see that Every time I see that, there's something new.
I know, right? I don't think the newest one is on this post.
I don't think it is either.
The newest one, he was posting pictures of it. I feel like I've been there before. Like I feel like I was like at some point. It looks very familiar, and I'm like, that one actually strikes my interest. I feel like more than any of the other ones now because it's like when you feel like you've been there, like in one of your astral like projection type dreams, like you want to go there. And I've done that with there's another the old Pittsburgh hospital.
You did that with Crescent too.
Crescent. Oh, I knew Crescent, like the floor plan, like back of my hand, and I've never been there. It was really freaking weird.
Well, now you have been there.
Oh yeah, now, but
that was weird.
Yeah, and it was kind of cool because we did this thing where, like I always try to test like my. I just accept it, like my psychic medium stuff. We went to the Crescent, and I dreamt about the place, and then the people that were actually across from us, we wound up staying across Michael's room, which was like one of the most haunted rooms, and I actually tried to get Michael's room, but it was booked. But the ladies that were across from us were super nice. They let us investigate Michael's room, and then they did this thing because we got there so late. They're like, we took the ghost tour, but we didn't,
They took the ghost tour.
Well, they took the ghost tour, but we didn't. And I was like, you know what? Let's try something. I'm like, I'm going to have you, like, lead me kind of on the same route that you took this tour. And I'm like, I'm going to stop every time I feel something. And apparently I picked up on all this stuff plus more.
Yeah.
I started like where they said like, I started feeling dizzy in one spot, and then I was like heading down this other hallway, and I'm like, you know what? I actually feel it way more right here. And the next day they went to the desk, and apparently that's right where I stopped. There was the morgue, and they're like right directly below me. I actually picked up on a death that wasn't even on the tour. That we went
because it's more recent.
It was 2017, and yeah, and they were just like, yeah, we don't talk about that because it was so recent. But they were like, you're right. Like, so it was kind of cool just testing, like doing all that in a location that I had this weird connection to because of my dreaming, So and with Austin's new place, I definitely feel like I've been there at some point in my dreams, and now I'm like, I need to go to that location. I have a whole list of like places that I'm like,
dude, Crescent is awesome. But in the tunnels, I was getting disembodied voices. Like it was just Austin and I down there. And now here's the thing, though. Another team did rent so with Crescent, it's such a big place and it's so expensive. You can split the location. So we only did half the place, and so could we have?
Are you talking about in Arkansas,
no.
the Crescent Hotel, or are you talking about?
Oh, I'm talking about the Crescent.
We're talking about the Crescent Hotel.
Oh,
I always get them confused too.
Yeah,
because I had that same problem. Because she's like, "We're going here," and I'm like, "That's nowhere near where we're trying to go. Where are you taking me?"
So the Crescent was it's in Eureka Springs. It's up on a hill. It's a hotel.
Crescent Sanatorium looks really cool too.
Oh, that place is badass. You guys gotta go.
We were supposed to go there, but something
car
happened.
problems. I think.
Yeah. Real quick here, the new locations: the haunted Wendlandt, and then there is the haunted Murphy Building. Are those the places you're talking about?
No.
Wait.
I don't think so.
No.
The Murphy Building looks really cool. I've been looking at these. These aren't the places that I think he was teasing a new place.
Was it the hospital they were at over the weekend?
Yeah, it was the hospital. The wood paneling, like it, and there was a specific entryway in my dream too, which I'm like wondering if that's the same like door I went through. So yeah, I'm like kind of like where is this place? And I want to be there. But yeah, we definitely got to hit up some of those locations. There's so many places in like Ohio.
Well, so I'm going to school right now so that I can have a remote job, and then that way we can just travel all over. And
it's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm working towards a remote, it's kind of doing the same thing Elliot's doing. Like we're both gonna kind of get into coding and like building websites and stuff. And
cool.
I was gonna be doing more so like the, pretty much full stack, all of it. But I kind of want to do more of the pretty stuff, like front end or like design, because I already went to college for web design, and it'd be kind of sweet just to make websites.
But then we can go to a hotel,
go paranormal investigating, and
work during the day, and then go spend the night in these places.
Right.
That's the goal.
Right. You can get like an old van or an old like, ambulance turned into like a camper, and that's like a thing. The people are living in these little modified campers.
What's the nunnery?
Brian, I'd love to take Nat to the nunnery.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I got a friend that has like a off the grid.
Erin's putting you on the spot.
She is.
No, it's
Dude,
just like
this place. This place is awesome. So it's an old like.
Brian's like, and John's
everybody else is like, you gotta go here.
All I gotta say is it's got the Stations of the Cross on like statues outside.
I like that. There's a place
it's
called St. James, and there's something there that likes to break electronics also.
Ooh.
It fried one of Nat's
It
SB7s.
screamed.
It was screaming. She had to rip it apart
I couldn't
to make it stop.
It was just like, and I'm like, stop it. And then there's a little kid that was like, come help me, help. And I'm like, that's not a child.
I'm like, nope, we're leaving.
Like, we gotta go.
Wow.
Yeah, that kind
The
of.
Stations of the Cross are cool when they have the like statues of all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, Erin's in Ohio? I don't know why I thought you lived in Indiana.
Just because we see her in Indiana so much.
I don't know why I thought you lived like by Indiana State.
Yeah, no, Erin's in Ohio. You guys probably saw her. She's helped a couple times at Indiana State.
Yeah, we spent like a week.
We spent
with her.
like a week with her. Like that's our girl.
Nice.
Like
okay.
We love Erin.
She could probably tell you some stories about me from back in the day.
Tell me everything.
we used to have a lot.
Oh man.
Because I'm always at ISS.
I feel like you're always at ISS too.
I was working one day, and Erin's like, it's like 1 p.m. She's like, hey, yeah, like we got this tour at ISS. If I'm like, first off, it is like 1 or 2 p.m. I'm working, and like I won't get off. There's no way I can drive 7 hours to even get there to begin with. I'm like, Erin,
come on.
It's like the same day too. I'm like, Erin, like
I think
how
that was
are you there?
That was Bridge Festival.
That was probably the same one that we were all like.
Yeah. Honestly, probably. I was like,
we were messaging everybody about that.
Well, it was so like last minute. It was like, okay, we're gonna just do a public hunt tonight, and then we did get some people.
We
out
had someone
from
drive
Chicago.
from Chicago. Yeah, some people drive
like,
down.
They were like, "Oh, you guys are doing something at that place you guys always talk about." Okay, we're going, and they came out. Like
the Bridge Festival's fun,
dude. Yeah, we'll probably be back there.
ISS Con is gonna be really cool too.
Are you guys going to that ISS Con?
I
probably will not.
The ISS Con, that is the one in June, right?
August.
Hold on.
August 19th.
I thought August. Oh no, September. September is MadCon.
Yes.
August. I thought which one is in September? Was in June.
MadCon is
Fairfield.
June is September.
That's Fairfield. June is. Hold on.
I thought there was one in June or July. I don't know.
The 14th? No, the 16th.
You're in charge of remembering things.
Well, I don't think we're going to Fairfield. The 17th. June 17th, I think, is Fairfield.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
August 19th is ISS, and then I want to say September 30th is
August. Let's do
MadCon.
August.
September.
That's a lot.
Just saying, right, dude. You have no idea. She'll be like, we were doing this. See, I'm like, just tell me what the next one is.
I'm not organized.
What day is it on?
The thing is, I don't even have these things like written down. I'm just looking at a calendar.
Oh God.
June. I want to say Fairfield.
No, the August
June.
one. The ISS.
When is ISS?
August 19th. They're all, I think, on Saturdays.
19th.
Not
Oh, that is. Ooh, I might be able to do that.
Come out.
Do it.
We'll see if I
You're gonna
can.
be there. It's gonna be party. I think
Yeah,
there's a
August
lot
19th.
of YouTubers that are gonna be there.
It'll be fun.
But it's gonna be massive and it's gonna be fun.
Indiana State is just like I actually have my Indiana State shirt on.
Elliot's always like representing. Like, look at what I got. I'm not pulling out.
That's
Nice.
sick.
I don't know if it's awesome.
I got my Paradad, the man, the myth,
I just got a
the
hoodie.
bad influence. This is a Hinsdale House shirt, guys. But I had to wear it.
Flannel.
You got the yes.
Oh, that's cool.
damn,
Your
I
paranormal.
like that.
Whoa.
Wait, I need a
Yeah. But,
flannel
dude,
like
Brian
that.
gets like the coolest
Dude.
stuff. Here, real quick.
I'm ridiculous.
Oh yeah. I was
Whoa.
just about to grab that.
What?
Like, the
Dude,
parapooch.
there's your hat, man.
Dude,
like,
there's the parapooch. He's wearing that hat right there. See, look.
It's got the Your Paranormal
Oh,
logo.
yo, I forgot
that's
to
so
take that.
cool.
Dude,
At the end of the show, when you
We get
realize you have to
nasty.
take something down.
I thought you
You're
were.
nasty.
I thought you were gonna turn and you had like branded headphones
no,
on.
no.
Look, check out my chair.
And then you just like tattoos of it.
No, okay, wait. Right here,
He needs
probably
to
by
get
the end
that
of the year.
tattooed.
Probably by the
Do
end
it.
of the year.
You're gonna?
Dude,
You're
I
gonna
don't know.
Yeah,
We're gonna
bro. You
do
gotta
it.
do it.
Do it.
We're gonna
I'll
get the
probably
Your Paranormal
eventually
go.
get
You gotta
our
let me
ghost
go with
on me
you.
somewhere.
Dude.
You're gonna
You
get
gotta,
the
you let me go.
I love our ghost. I know you don't.
I can't. Once again,
I
I
was
drew
laughing.
that up in like 10 minutes.
I love our
A
ghost.
little
I love our
ghosty
logo.
tattoo. You gotta get a ghosty tattoo.
Oh, we're showing off tattoos, eh? I got a whole.
Oh, that's a whole
Oh
other.
my
sleeve.
god.
Yeah, I got a lot
Talk
of.
about pumpkins and a plant.
Oh, you got a whole Halloween theme going on.
That's
Oh my
sick.
god!
Yeah, you
I
got
got a cool
little-
tree on this arm.
That is
That's,
cool.
dude, I love tats. Like,
Okay.
I have a human heart on my arm
Nice.
and Elliot's got a heart.
and a robot.
We should all get
You wear your
matching
heart on your
tattoos.
sleeve. Oh,
Yes.
we should. Aaron, I'm down. Let's go.
What would we even get?
We should
don't
all
know.
get the ACG logo.
Don't.
I have a
Oh,
circuit board on my back too. My upper back
Is
is
that
all
the
like
spine one
circuitry.
you were talking about?
Yeah, that hurt. It hurt
Is that,
very
is that
bad.
the one you're talking about, Aaron?
I can imagine that
She
with her.
says you have the best tattoo.
Dude, so
Oh, you were showing Aaron with your shirt off?
Uh-oh.
oh,
You were there. I don't know which
Uh-oh.
one she's talking about.
oh.
Oh, I know what's the best tattoo. Here, I don't know if it'll be upside down.
What is that?
It's
What is
Shake from Aqua Teen Hunger
You
Force.
don't know Aqua Teen
Here
Hunger
comes
Force?
Elliot's leg.
And
You don't know. Wait a minute, Brian. You don't know. Dude, you need to go.
It's
you need to go.
It's
you
the
need to go and
meatball
watch
thing.
You
It's
need
the
to go.
meatball thing.
It is.
Look, I
It is
got
the
it. It's
meatball.
the meatball
It is the
thing.
meatball. It is
I haven't
the meatball.
seen
You
it,
gotta
but it's
go.
the meatball thing.
You gotta go
Okay?
watch.
I know these things.
Yeah, that's because I talked to you about it before. You need to go watch.
I knew it. I knew it. I've
You
We've
need to
had
go
full
watch. And you need to
conversations
go watch
about
some Space Ghost Coast to Coast. You got it. You got it, man.
Meat wad.
I showed this tattoo to the voice of Shake. So I met him and I
was
showed him
pretty
my
sweet.
tattoo and he said it was very well done. So
Nice.
very happy with
Shake
that.
approved.
It's approved by the voice of Shake.
By
By
the voice
Shake.
of Shake. All right.
I
Did
was
you
like,
meet that's awesome.
I know
So
we're
you
like-
guys like go to like other types of cons and stuff too.
Yeah.
oh, dude, like the paranormal
We do
community
cosplay and stuff.
is just one of our communities. Like we're in the music scene in Chicago. We
Okay.
are in Comic-Con type stuff. Like we're in the
Nice.
art scene. Like we're kind of all over the place. But
That's
I
awesome.
kinda
You gotta be.
everybody is separate because I don't know if I want to like mesh all my friend groups together.
Yeah.
I know the feeling. I used to do that. So that's awesome, guys.
Yeah, we're. Oh no, you can go. I'm gonna sit here and talk all night.
You know what? We could. We actually we were talking about this. Like we can go on and on and on, guys. it
Dude,
is-
we sit and we talk for like 6 to 8 hours sometimes playing Fortnite. Most of the time we're not even playing Fortnite. We're just in like the loading screen
Yeah.
sitting there talking to each other.
Yes.
We're like, oh, we'll get off after this one. And then it's like 3 hours later, it's us talking.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Last night, Elliot's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna stay on for like another half."
That was
hour.
at 10, and then it was 1:30 somehow.
Yeah. I'm like, dude.
It's fun to talk. It's a good thing to talk through. It's Fortnite. Fortnite's great for talking to each other.
It is. You just BS and play some.
I feel like it's like being at a campfire, only you can do it from states away.
Yeah. And it's not as like sweaty as the other games.
No, and if you lose, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's real chill. Also, like, we did a paranormal.
Yeah, the
thing.
paranormal Fortnite was fun.
We
had like 15, 16 people.
We had like Zach
popping
from,
in and out.
Yeah, that was fun.
Zach from Wildwood.
I'll probably do that again once school calms down a little bit. School's been kind of crazy.
Yeah, that was fun though, because we kind of were talking with para people from like,
6 to about
New
2.
York and like Ohio. Who else was on that chat? I can't even remember. Janie was on there.
Ireland.
Nikki came on.
there.
There was people from like all over, the paranormal people that were just playing Fortnite with us, and it was pretty chill. We'd like, shoot things, and then we'd talk about ghosts, and then back to shooting things.
That's sick.
It was a pretty good time. Yeah. Meatwad gets the honey.
Meatwad does get the honeys.
And you like the meatball. Elliot said that's me.
That's you.
Meatwad. You're definitely Shake. I just see Aaron like
Fry. Probably me.
Frylock.
Yeah, it's probably me. I don't know, Aaron. What do you think? She's laughing.
I just see Aaron all up in the chat.
Yeah, the chat is just Aaron.
All Aaron. It is.
Let's see. I'm going on the.
I think Streamlabs only shows people that registered with Streamlabs, though.
So it's really weird because like we have a stream going through our page and then also on the RU Network page, and it doesn't show us who's watching on both. I think it's whichever one I list first. And so right now I think it's only showing the people watching on the RU Media. I think I listed RU Media first on today's. Because I was having issues. It was giving me errors.
That's interesting. Yeah, I've never used
Stream. Frylock for sure.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Elliot found a picture of him in a Frylock outfit.
Nice.
I remember.
Brian, you gotta go watch this show, man. You gotta get it. It's on.
You gotta get on Ghostbusters.
So the first time I watched this show, the first time I watched Aqua Teens, I hated it. So give it like
it's stupid comedy. It's not.
It's like,
don't expect anything intelligent to come out of the show at all.
Don't expect it to be quality.
No,
it's nonsense.
It's strictly nonsense, but it's great. They just came out with a new movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
Movies?
They came out with a movie.
Yeah, there's 2 movies.
Yeah, they just came out.
And then there's like 13 seasons, but after the 7th season, they started changing the name every season, so it's a different show every season. So it's like impossible to find the seasons. It's chaos. It's very weird, but it's fun.
Yes.
I think that's like one of the I'm not a big Adult Swim fan.
I love it. I love
you know what though?
Adult Swim.
Like that was like the best trash quality freaking entertainment. Like so someone asked me about like the new format for the show. And they said kind of I forgot what show it was. I'll have to go back to that comment. And I was like, no, I was thinking more like Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but are you familiar with that, Brian?
No, I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yeah, I grew up on like that.
Yeah, Mystery. So it's about a man who is in like this prison that's in outer space with these other robots. And
yeah, Futurama.
This tattoo is actually like from like those old schlocky horror movies.
Yeah, so the thing is about this prison is they're forced to watch really bad horror movies, like really bad science, not horror movies, not necessarily horror movies,
like sci-fi
like
stuff.
Sci-fi. It's like really
like
really bad. sci-fi movies. They're forced to
Like
be
Flash
tortured to
Gordon and
watch this stuff.
Why?
So they sit there and they make fun of the movies the whole time. So I was joking. I mean, we're not going to sit here and make fun of people's documentaries and stuff, but
That would be horrible. You have them on it.
You're better with this, man.
Oh, you guys are trash. No. Oh, here, Aaron Kessler.
Yeah.
Robot Chicken type. Are you
Was it-
familiar with Robot Chicken?
Yeah, the Star Wars one. The Star Wars one. You
They
remember
do
that?
do Star Wars.
Yeah.
They do a lot of Star Wars.
I just remember the chicken.
Shawn, have you ever seen this? Is just I just want to know. Have you ever seen 40-ounce mouse?
That one's
40-ounce mouse it's a cartoon. I like how you like that one of all of them. It
It's
looks
so
like
dumb.
a kindergartner drew a cartoon, and it's just insanity.
It's just like stick figures.
It's a drunk.
No. Wait, I have
mouse.
seen this before.
So I have a bunch of rare like Adult Swim stuff that I had files made for me of. So I have a hard drive full of all the old like weird Adult Swim stuff that they had.
Sorry. They came out with a new movie too.
Just have a show of being mean about your guest stuff. That would be horrible.
No,
Could you
we-
imagine
You
if
have
we
no
just invited
guess.
people like that?
I know, right? November 2000, they released a new movie called Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Or
Is
Forever.
it good? I've been hesitant to watch it.
My dad and I watched it the other day. I started to watch it and I decided I was too sober, so I need to go back to sober.
Well, I guess they're gonna start making new Aqua Teen episodes, but I don't think it's with the same animators or something. Which
Oh, really?
I don't know. I love like the C-Lab stuff. I like the era of home movies where it's like, okay, let's make the cheapest, lowest budget thing, or like where it was like, let's take Hanna-Barbera stuff because we have licensing for this, and let's make the worst dumb cartoons out of this without their mouths.
Oh my
even
gosh!
moving
Speaking
all
of,
the time.
have you guys seen a new Thelma on HBO Max?
No, I
No.
saw some like reviews, and I'm like, I don't even want to try.
What?
It's bad. The
It's bad.
animation's pretty cool.
Yeah, she was like Panic
It's
Attack
pretty
or something,
raunchy.
right?
But they in one part they had a bunch of people wearing Captain Caveman costumes. I was like, holy shit, that's Captain Caveman.
Have you, like, I love when they take like old. Well, that's what a lot of these old like.
Yeah, no,
The
Scooby's
old
done it. This is
sci-fi
pre-Scooby, Aaron. This is pre-Scooby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
If Scooby's not in it, I
Oh.
don't want it.
Yeah, this is
Wait.
pre-Scooby. Shaggy's not even in it.
Nah, I don't want it.
Ugh.
Those are my two favorite characters.
No, those are the funny ones. They're the comic relief.
Yeah,
They're-
no, it's
like, how
it's
can
not,
you not have
it's
a
dark.
dog?
It's dark. It's different.
Sounds terrible.
That's weird.
There's
It's not great.
there's a location near the Anchorage Mansion, and I guess they do like this like island, and my entire team calls it Scooby Doo Island, and we're absolutely investigating there this year. Sean, do you know what it's called? Anchorage Mansion in PA somewhere. Anyone know where
Scooby-Doo Island. That sounds fun.
That sounds freaking awesome.
We call it Scooby Doo Island. It is not called Scooby Doo Island. But like you got a ferry there, you got to camp out, and it's a paranormal
Dude, that's
investigation.
like,
Canada?
that's like that movies, like Zombie
That
Island.
sounds
like,
fun.
Yeah.
Wait, Canada?
God, Sean, no, it's PA. What's
No.
this Canada
This
thing?
is Anchorage Island, Canada.
No.
I'm just Googling it.
Alaska.
Anchorage Mansion.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Anchorage
Google it
Mansion,
now.
not Anchorage
We
Island.
went to this like old mining place in Missouri that we investigated, and it reminded me of Scooby-Doo type stuff. Remember that like
This is a Scooby-Doo house.
the giant mining museum that we went to?
Yeah,
That
place
reminded me of
was
Scooby-Doo
so
vibes.
cool.
It was really cool.
Anchorage.
Yeah. No. So Anchorage Mansion, the people that run it also run this island. So the mansion is not on the island. The island is just an island. So
Are you an island boy?
The Anchorage.
But like, is there something on the island?
there, there's ghosts, I guess. So we gotta
Marietta.
go
Is it
chase
by
them.
Marietta,
I don't
Ohio?
know.
Because now I'm looking.
We
for
love
Marietta,
we
Ohio.
love camping. So like,
Anchorage.
there's this place in
Yeah.
Upper Peninsula that there's this entire ghost town.
Ooh, this
that
mansion looks cool.
Nat found, and there's like you can go in this there's a campsite right next to it, and then is it a state park or a national park? The place in the Upper Peninsula. Squirrel brain.
Overlooking Homar, 1859 Italian style, 22-room mansion.
Old industrial ghost town.
Yes.
Oh my god!
You're looking at the mansion.
I'm looking at this Anchorage mansion. Like, it's a cool looking mansion.
So Blenner has it in Highland.
That's if it's from History and Headlines, it's most likely right.
That's
History and Headlines got the facts here.
All right, so there's
he is a professor.
This is all photoshopped, so like take it for what it is. This is a cup labeled "How to Dress for Your Investigation," and there's some random girls, but then there's me and Drew with Photoshop dresses from hypothetical Anchorage mansion. So
that's
freaking
amazing.
Oh my gosh, the place was great. Oh, and there was one more thing because we're already 30 minutes over. It doesn't matter. The cat at Billy Creek. Are you familiar?
Oh,
yes.
The gray one.
The one that you're not supposed to have get locked in the gift shop, but tries to stay in the gift shop constantly.
Okay,
yes.
well, it slept in the gift shop with us. It's fine. They called it Skittles, and I designed Skittles, the Vampire Slayer. You guys, and there's like all this crazy stuff. We're sleeping there, right? And then we hear these bats. Of course, like I didn't know that there was bats until 4 a.m. So that's great. Next thing you know, the bats started flying lower, and the cat jumped midair, grabbed it, and they were fighting on the ground, and they were both squeaking. Like,
where were you sleeping that there was bats?
What?
At the general store place with all the bottles. Yeah. I know. I don't know if there's just one.
That's scary. There weren't bats when we were there.
There was blood, and then we woke up, and there was half a rabbit in there. The cat just brought half a rabbit in there.
Oh my god, that's a savage cat.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what
He's protecting you. The cat is protecting you.
Aaron's like, I don't do bats. Here I have.
I don't do bats either.
You want to see my dead bat? True. I have on my shelf.
Yeah, I don't. If there's bats, I don't sleep there. They're at least in a tent. I'll be in a tent because
Demons?
I'm afraid of rabies. Rabies is scary. I don't do that.
Yeah, there was for sure like there's literally bats. Oh, here's one.
He just reaches up and grabs a bat.
No,
I'm like, you got a dead bat?
This one is all the different like cute little bats on all the investigations.
Aww.
Seriously, dude, like your paranormal gets pimped out, man. Like you got our own merch, got our own everything.
Grabbing all these cups. I'm like,
it's really disgusting. It's
really cool.
Disgusting. Yeah, it's just a bunch of inside jokes. Like it's just like a good family thing. So there you go, Shawn.
I love bats. I have a bat tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
He's so cute.
I googled cat fighting bat, and that's the image that came up.
Cat fighting bat.
And then there's a cat wearing a bat mask.
I only had an audio recorder on because we're trying to sleep.
So you just have the noise of it?
What the hell is that? Yeah, we did.
It's like
unexplained noises. Just
what a life, just like blood yeah, dude, it's weird, man.
Blood everywhere.
What a weird life that we live as investigators,
right?
Yeah, we've had that blood everywhere experience in some of the questionable hotels we've stayed at.
Oh god.
Yeah, there was blood all over the shower of one of the hotels, and then there was like bullet holes above the bed in one of the hotels.
Yeah.
Kid had to
sleep. Slept on the floor where we wouldn't take off our shoes because it was so sticky.
Well, there was like this blood stain. Obviously, it was like a blood stain on the wall. Kid just slept right under it, and we're just like, he's got his little yoga mat.
No, I just found like the coolest picture ever.
Jeez.
I found this on Etsy, and it's just awesome. I have to share it. I do not own rights to this image.
I like how we're just hanging out.
This went from like ghost to just like check out this Google photo, guys.
It's all paranormal related, you know.
It is.
Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's cute. I want
I
a
found that on
cat.
Etsy. I mean, I was just Googled it, cat bat, and that's what came up.
That's like a good tattoo, you know what I'm saying?
Right? That's badass. It's on skulls.
I don't have a
and everything.
tattoo, but that is a cute.
Oh, sorry.
You should get
What was
that.
the end of the abyss section?
We've gone into the abyss.
Yeah, get a cat bat. Or is it a bat cat?
Batman.
There's a bat cat. There's a bat cat.
Bad cat?
Wait, we're over, aren't we? We're like way over.
Yeah, we're over 30
It says in my new book,
The doors kept opening. You should trust your instincts.
Go for it.
This is crazy, isn't it?
I've never done this to Brian before.
That's right, everyone. It is time for the Into the Abyss section where we give you 13 fast-fire questions, and you got to answer them as quickly and as thoroughly as possible. It doesn't matter who goes first, but again, as quickly and as thoroughly as possible. Are you two ready?
Thoroughly, yeah, I guess.
All right. All right. Hold on. Oh, go ahead, Shawn.
All eyes on you.
All right. I'm going to give you number 1 and number 13 as a reference point. Let's go. Number 1. What is your favorite piece of paranormal equipment besides your senses? Cop-outs.
You go first or me go first?
You go first.
Okay. Spirit box 100% or classic digital recorder, EVPs. Love hearing voices. Hear disembodied voices. Just want to amp those guys up all the way.
Probably Flux, since she took Spirit Box.
Okay, now what is the best part about making these documentaries for your paranormal community?
Just sharing what we've discovered and just the experience, also inspiring people. I really want people to get out there and kind of, question like people's evidence, question the paranormal, go and support these buildings. Like
that's my favorite part is that it helps save historic structures.
100%.
Okay. Now, speaking of documentaries, you do like the big ones, and then you do the more personal, smaller ones where you can really, show yourself. Can you describe for people that are going to be starting this adventure, inspired by you to start making documentaries, what it means to make like a more personal documentary versus like a more like big scale with like collaborations?
What it means to me is like the more personal ones, like that's kind of putting our like fingerprint into the paranormal community. That's like us showing ourselves, our energies, kind of
manifesting your energy in a form that people can relate to.
You do bring yourself into these locations as you go, but then something that's on a bigger scale is more so really getting into your emotional side, really telling the stories of who used to be there, who used to live there, really digging more so into the history of the location.
Which she said.
I like that. Now look, your stories today and all the years on your paranormal adventure have inspired all of these new people. Okay, so new investigators, they're going out for the first time. What is your number 1 tip for these new paranormal investigators that you inspired?
Respect. Always go into a location with respect and always leave it with respect.
Be nice. Be nice to the ghosts. They will be nice to you and they will talk to you. If you're mean, they're not going to talk to you.
They can read your energy, by the way.
If you go in to exploit them, they know it. So don't do that.
That is true. Now, what was the scariest shadow figure you've ever seen on your paranormal adventure?
I'll go first with that one. Indiana State 5th floor. A guy crawled past the door on his tippy toes and fingertips.
I don't know.
You know what? Growing up in my haunted house.
And I was alone. And they took my cell phone and all communications away.
Growing up in my haunted house, I used to see a shadow figure all the time. And I want to say out of all the locations I've been to, other than the Monroe house, the house that I grew up in was probably the most scariest, and I would see a shadow figure all the time.
Ugh. Okay. Now, what are the most important parts when someone needs cleansing? What's the most important part to like cleansing someone?
So you have to put your full energy into someone. You want what's best for them. You want to make sure that they're at a good state before anybody leaves the location. I usually do the cleansing, so I make sure I put my full intention into something to make sure that person is leaving, and myself, with good energy, because going into these different locations, you don't know what kind of energy you're going to be picking up on. And the number one rule is to make sure, respect, but also make sure you're not leaving negative energy in these locations. Yeah. So even before we go on into a location, I always say there's been investigations where I've backed out if I'm not feeling 100% good energy with myself, because I don't want to leave anything negative in
cleansings are all about they're magical. So, and magic is 100%
magic
intention. So everything's about intention. If that's what you intend, that's what you'll get.
Yep.
Gotcha. Now, not just like new investigators. Now we got, like these new investigators coming together for a brand new team. Now, what is the best tip to start acquiring equipment for this new group?
Start small. Honestly, like you can
use things as small as paper cups. You can use balloons. You can use. We've gotten hits with compasses. Dollar stores are great.
They got motion sensors as little like Halloween time.
YouTube. Go on YouTube. Look up equipment, cheap equipment, how to make cheap equipment. There's a lot of ways to make stuff that can save you a lot of money.
Yeah.
Or there's kits on these. Find someone who's been doing this a while. Look at what they do. If you really want like a kit, some of these websites have kits, but I really recommend doing your own thing, kind of experimenting with your own stuff.
And
find your own way.
Get a good, digital recorder. Doesn't have to be super expensive. I started off with one that was like $20.
Cell phones work great too.
Yes.
They are built for audio.
Yes.
Okay, now top 3 favorite locations that you've been to.
You want to go first or me?
I'll go first. Indiana State, Cashel in Ireland, the entire town, just everything there. Go, and then I'll think of my third.
Okay, I want to say Gettysburg. Indiana State's definitely another, and that one's always like, what's your favorite Indiana State? But Gettysburg, Indiana State, and I'm thinking of like a third. I'm
trying to rank it.
I'm gonna say the Congress Hotel, because that is where
I don't like that. You get sick and die there.
That's where I started off as a paranormal investigator.
That place is creepy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say OSR just because it's really cool. It's a giant prison.
Got you now.
No, she got real sick at
you do. The Congress will mess you up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful if you go there. Sorry.
Now, those are some amazing places that you've been. Now, what is a location you've never been to but always wanted to go?
Chernobyl.
Elliot always says that. I don't have a specific. I've always wanted to do a certain type of location, and I really would like to do like an old temple somewhere in Asia, maybe like Japan, that has some sort of like samurai ties to it. Like I would really like to take where I just go in, spiritual type journey, even walk up a mountain if I have to with like nothing but like a backpack, and just kind of go in with like no equipment really, and just have more of a spiritual type journey and like investigate in a spiritual way.
I'm going to add to that either Chernobyl or Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu would be cool.
That would be pretty cool. But yeah, samurai
temples.
I got you. And so like when you go there, you're gonna be bringing all this wealth of knowledge that you have, because there's so many different cool techniques that you can do. What's actually your personal favorite paranormal investigating technique, like a knock test, flashlight test, or etc.?
Lucids.
I really like, and like not to be like, try our technique, but like I really like doing the lucid technique, because once again, I'm a very I love audio. That I think that ties into like our love for like music, and audio really disembodied voices like that was kind of the thing that got me into the paranormal, was when I started capturing like, you know, really good EVPs, and I'm like, I'm not crazy. This is, you know, being recorded. So definitely the lucids. I just love hearing things, and especially if you can hear things at different frequencies, a higher frequency, you know, like that's kind of what I'm looking for, is just amp me up full disembodied voices.
And you know, these voices that you guys are hearing, like it's really hard to distinguish between like an intelligent response or a residual activity. So like if you're trying to like do like, you know, like you go to these cons and someone comes up to you and goes, "Hey guys, I mean, I know you're really awesome, but I'm having a hard time distinguishing the two." What's your best tip to distinguish between like an intelligent response or like a residual activity?
Well, you ask a question, you get an answer back, you know, and if it's intelligent, because we were just at the bell.
See, the thing is, for the most part, we ask weird questions. We don't ask simple like,
not like
what's
yes
your
or
name,
no,
how'd you die?
know.
We ask like, what's your favorite food? If someone responds with food or yells pizza at you like they did at Indiana State,
pizza,
like that is an intelligent response. If you're doing something off the wall that like wouldn't be something that would be residual, you know, someone yelling pizza in the middle of a hallway, I mean, technically it could be residual, but like most likely they're responding to you.
Or saying like, you know, like, this guy's name is Elliot, do you think you can repeat his name back to me? And then you get Elliot. You know, that's more likely to be intelligent than residual.
That makes a lot of sense. So this paranormal adventure that you guys are on, obviously there's a lot of meaningful things. What's the most meaningful thing that you guys take away from it?
Mine personally would be not just my ghost stories, but other people's ghost stories, and the connection that I don't have just with the ghost, but also the people. Because there's been times like where I've, you know, a lot of my friends that I've met in grade school, we've connected because of ghosts. You know, like there's a girl that I still talk to this day that I've known since 3rd grade, and we both saw the ghost in the bathroom, and we've had that tie since. So it's like you get to meet so many amazing people throughout your life on the topic of ghosts. So not only is, you know, the connection with ghosts, but also the living that I think is the best part of all of it.
Mine's all the time I get to spend with her.
Oh my goodness. I love that. Now, number 13. What's your one message to the paranormal community that you've garnered over the years?
Respect. Be nice.
That, and, you know, encourage people to love one another. Encourage people to be kind to one another. There's a lot of negativity in the world. We don't need more of it. You know, just, you only live for a short amount of time. Live it up, you know, live it up and make your mark in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have survived the Into the Abyss section. Congratulations. Congratulations.
I've got to say this. So, like, when we decided to switch the way that we do our shows and start watching these documentaries, granted this is the second one, we were like, what are we going to do to replace that Into the Abyss segment? And we haven't come up with anything. And I'm sitting here like, we haven't done this in a while. And Brian did not have this planned at all.
No, normally I
don't know if we kind of like
you guys. No,
I don't. Well, I'm just saying I don't know if Brian and I, if you like kind of like met they had the same thought at the same moment as me.
No,
you didn't, because I just totally threw that on him. Like he was not expecting me to do that. And I'm just like, oh hey, I'm like, we're already over. Why don't we do this? And I didn't. There was no clue. He had no clue. I just threw him on the spot.
Most of the time, like
threw him under the bus.
I'm like grabbing pieces of information. I'm like, you know, like clever responses. No, this is just like I'm just thinking of them as you guys are answering. So that's beautiful.
That's cool.
That was fun.
Yeah.
So thank you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun.
That was fun.
I like that. You know, I feel like it kind of really like puts you like okay, ready, think, and it's just like, whoa, we've already been talking for 2.5 hours. All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's kind of how investigating, like you could be investigating for 2.5 hours and then something like, you know, throws you off. you always kind of have to have like, you know, that like, okay, snap back into it, no matter what you do in life.
Yeah, we like to have fun.
Yeah, that was a good time. I feel like, I don't know, I don't think anyone's ever done that, like where they're just like, okay, let's go, like
No, yeah. We like to have fun. We like to have
no,
fun.
that was really cool. That was
Yeah, it's real cute.
Because
if
I
I
feel
had
like
time, it would have been cuter.
people don't really ever ask, I feel like, those kind of questions, you know, like some of them, like where would you like to investigate, but like what would you want to, you know, put out there? I
Yeah. What's the most meaningful thing behind you?
I like the asking like what the difference between doing like our YouTube video versus a big production is.
Yeah.
Because like the reason we decided to do the YouTube video for this is because like Nat puts us into that. Like I feel like when she makes these, she portrays us really well.
You
like
know,
she shows who we are when we investigate.
We are goofy. We're fun. We love like being like, hey, grandma, we're home. You know, like.
Whereas with the bigger productions, I feel like you can't do that as much because you're trying to. The producers are trying to tell a story or they're trying to cover a topic. You can't have the like Nat joking with the chair in the corner.
You are the story.
Yeah,
it's you and the location. It's you and the location.
Yeah,
and that's the beautiful story in it.
I definitely feel like when you do your own thing in like your own way, you definitely put part of your story into a location, and you know, I feel like it becomes so much more personal. You know,
it's true.
I'm like reading all the chats.
I know they're having a whole conversation.
Yeah.
They're talking about Manchester, England.
And getting birds.
Yeah. The birds are really fussy.
I got you blow that up on the screen.
So, I mean, I don't know. They're chatting on the show. Why not? Bring them on the show. It's cool. No, please, guys, chat around, chat away. It's all good fun. But guys, it is late. It is now 9:44. We are way over. It's so much fun hanging out with you guys. So thank you for being our guinea pigs and being our first guest to watch a documentary of theirs.
Thank you for having
two of them.
Oh, dude, this is awesome.
This was fun. Like, you guys, like I told you, like if you guys want someone to talk, we can talk.
And Nat's working on her like actual documentary. So I mean, if you guys need more people on here,
we're gonna
when she gets that done.
I am doing a documentary. I'm almost done with it. I had one of my good buddies, Larry, from Expedition Entity. He helped kind of like he works in film, so he helped grade pretty much the doc that I made, and now I'm kind of just going back and
say what it's about.
Oh yeah, it's about music and ghosts.
Oh, it's like
music and ghosts.
Yeah,
really.
So
I like
we actually kind of put like, you know, we have people like that play music. I'm sure everybody's done it at this point, but like we actually took a musician who's now part of our team. He was so good that we, you know, we're like, hey, you want to be a part of us? But he actually played the spirits like a little mini concert to see if it like kicks up activity.
That's so cool.
And
it's a cool
documentary.
Some
pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. I've watched it like a billion times to watch she edits it.
It's a little, you know, it's more so of the history. It's a little bit about us, but then you got a little bit of ghost investigating in there. You know, it's a good mix.
There is one investigation that I did, and we played music during our. So basically, we would set up our equipment and everything, and then we'd let the house rest. So during this whole time we were resting, we went to get food and everything. We let music play the whole time. Normally, we just did it while we set up, but this time, I don't know. Something told me to keep on playing. We got a ton of stuff happening during that time. Then after that, it was quiet the rest of the night. So, so I guess in one way it's great, but in that instance, it wasn't so great because as soon as we stopped the music, I don't know if they used all their energy for that time period.
Partying.
Oh, right, they're partying up, right. Or if after the music they're like, we're done with you guys. The fun's gone. The fun's
they turned off the good stuff.
Aaron's actually a witness in ISS. The spirits love Madonna, and it would make sense because like Lee Allen Bryant's usually where we get the action going with Madonna, and or like the old nursing home area versus like where the parts of like the tuberculosis area was, and they would have known Madonna because like that was, you know, the nursing home was up and going throughout the 80s, the 90s, and you know the last time we were there we were doing a public hunt, and you know we weren't getting too much, and I'm like, you guys, you want me to play more music for you? And then, you know, the spirit box was like saying, like, what kind of music you want? Electric, you know, and do you like Madonna? Yeah. So we started playing, and like literally every device started going off like crazy. They love it, you know, like it spices it up a little bit.
It does. I mean, music gives you energy. It gives out energy. It you know, and music is energy. And I feel like it's. I don't know. That's why it just kind of makes sense to do the music before an investigation. So whenever I would set up, now that like the way I investigate now is like completely different because I'm not setting up anything. You know, I go and I investigate. I bring my equipment and I bring it with me as I'm going through, like a normal investigator would when they go. You know, so I don't do it as much as I would like to anymore.
That's something
I need to start doing that again because I really miss it.
We kind of, you know, touch on that topic too in this documentary that I made. Like, do you put, like, for the musician, do you put part of your soul? Like, we're talking about fingerprints going into these buildings as paranormal investigators, but as a musician, do you put part of your soul into the music? You know, and
poor Brian, he's like, this was supposed to be an hour.
No. I actually had a call that I was obviously scheduled after 9, but we're
usually done.
We're all good. We're all good.
Usually 9:30. We should definitely be done by 9:30.
We will talk. I've told you before. If it's an hour podcast, it will take like 3 hours with us because we could just talk. This is like the thing is this is our everyday thing is ghosts. Like this is what we do and talk. Yeah, like
my decor.
Everything is ghosts. Like it's.
Well, I got a ghost.
Well,
tattoo,
you know,
like,
I mean, we play Fortnite and we talk about locations while playing Fortnite.
On my freaking phone, like, yeah, like the thing is like ghosts become like a lifestyle in a sort of sense when you're doing this. Like it's kind of his background as ghosts. Like it's. Yeah.
No, that's completely and Nick.
Oh no, I'm like that's not gonna show.
Nick, he's a good friend. Have you guys met Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah, we know all the Nicks. I see a couple Nicks in the chat.
Nick
Mulay.
Nick. Sarlo and Mulay.
Yes, I think Nick Mulay, his podcast that we were on.
Yeah,
it was supposed to be an hour, and it turned into 3.
So, but you know what? I mean, when Adam Kimmel was on, I think that was the longest podcast I ever did, and I think that went until like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. And so, I mean, it's just, it's as long as you have the time to do it and the freedom to do that, it's awesome. But that's why we do a 2 hour, because 1 hour to me.
1 hour short. I can't.
Yeah, it's over.
Kimmel, I could talk to Kimmel for like months. Yeah. Like whenever we're with Kimmel, I just sit outside talking. I always have him buy me Swisher Sweets. If he's running the gas station, I'll be like, hey dude, pick up some Swisher Sweets here. Like I'm gonna stand outside smoking a cigar with you, because like you're gonna have a good conversation if you light a cigar. Because you're going to be standing out there for a long time.
So it's kind of funny because I feel like Nick Malay's like, we had them on for a long time. You got all these people that are like, hey, you want to be on my podcast? I feel like people are going to be, oh, no, you don't want ACG on
for a long time. No, but it's fun, though. It's good conversation, and it's fun. You guys, but see, here's the thing, and you can have guests that, like, all you get from them is like a yes or no answer, and you want to have like a conversation, you want to have a flowing, and some people just, you know, it's just not who they are, which is cool, but to have someone like a couple like you guys on, where I mean, you guys make it fun. You guys make our jobs easy. I mean, I think that someone who is looking for a guest to be on their podcast, I think that they'd be more attracted by something like this. It's better to have trouble ending a podcast than to keep a podcast going. So,
Yeah.
Goose told us one time, he's like, you guys are like some of the easiest guests because I just give you a topic and you will talk on it for like 3 hours. Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
we have like a whole nother group of people coming on in our
It's like, oh hey, we're just getting started, right? Like,
this is the podcast after party.
yeah.
You usually don't get to watch.
We did the thing. We watched the 2 videos. We did the thing. So this is like the after party, the coffee talk.
we watched the 2 videos like an hour and a half.
Well, an hour and 45 minutes ago.
My bad,
I can't believe
guys.
we're gonna talk.
Hey, when you're having fun, time flies. You know, it's the truth because there's,
Especially about ghosts.
Guys, yeah.
Monroe House time flew. I felt like that was maybe 10 minutes that we were there.
Dude, Monroe House messes with time.
It does.
Time flows differently.
I think it has like interdimensional problems or something. Yeah.
I think that whatever's there is interdimensional. I don't know if it's necessarily
Oh,
demonic.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, you can't go to bed if you're living with us. That's not happening. We're
Come
gonna
to
talk
ISS.
for like.
We're gonna talk after investigating for freaking.
I would literally have to come grab her out of the hallway and like be like, no, we need 2 hours sleep. We have to give tours tomorrow. We need to be functional.
Oh, Nick Malay, if you investigate the Monroe House,
Be very careful. Watch our video before you go there.
What? Watch our video.
Watch this video.
The one that we just showed.
Watch our video.
Scary.
Like that, and then watch this video.
Oh, Elliot's trying to get
like
likes.
that.
Put thumbs up, guys.
Like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon. Is there still a bell icon? I don't know if there is.
I feel like it's
There's a bell.
I obviously don't look at our YouTube enough. I don't know if there's a bell icon.
Well, the thing is like I'm happy that we're doing YouTube stuff, but honestly, like I'm literally just making videos, pretty much to for the evidence and pretty much for myself.
How weird we are.
It's good to like be like, yeah, this is what I caught, and go back to it and start playing something, It's cool to have followers, but
so watch a video with video, then like and subscribe.
Yeah,
do that.
You know what's up, Nick Mud.
Right. Then go to Linktree.
Link.ee.
Wait, I got
how do you even say that?
I got this.
Like it's
linktr.ee/ACGP. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So if anyone rewatches it, it's in the beginning when they first bring it up, and we brought it back up here at the end for everybody to see. Because this is where you get all the things, guys. They got their merch here. Yeah.
The cons, the everything.
Everything.
Oh, I should put up the links to all the cons on there. That's a good idea. I'll do
that.
Don't
you guys have stuff on Tubi?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like one of our bigger things. We have what do we have? What
You're in charge of knowing things. I just make videos.
Yeah, so Tubi's kind of our biggest, I would say, our biggest doc. I think that's a full film. Like it's like an hour and like an hour and a half. But it's and that one's very serious. We talk about, mental health, all that, because ISS was once a mental health.
It's called Haunted Indiana State Sanatorium is the name of the documentary.
ISS on Tubi. Thank you, Aaron. Aaron should be like my little Piano White, like check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out. Steve Brule. Like
she could become like your Addie, like Addie is to Kimmel.
Yeah. Aaron, you want to be my Addie?
Addie is one of the hardest working people in the paranormal.
I freaking love Addie.
I don't know.
She's insane. She's stuff that they turn up.
She's amazing. Check it out.
Check it out, she says.
Check it out.
All right, guys. So it is now 9:57.
I was gonna say
We should probably
you might
stop
wanna-
this.
you might
Yes.
cut me off before it's too late.
We should probably move this to Fortnite.
Right?
Anyone going on Fortnite?
Let's just start live streaming our Fortnite.
Yeah, I could actually make that.
You guys are gonna be like Twitch famous.
I have a Twitch that I put Fortnite on, but I don't do it often.
What are you doing? Ellie's
I'm
doing
stretching.
like yoga
I'm stretching.
stretches here now.
I walked 10 miles earlier.
I mean,
No, don't let
my
it be
goodness.
over.
I mean, we've also been sitting here for 3
Yeah,
hours.
I know. I've been kind of like, I feel like I'm starting to get like shorter and more.
Aaron,
hunched.
Aaron, get Fortnite.
Oh,
Like,
what-
my
you
kids
didn't
are
do
getting
it,
rounder.
Sasha. Yeah, Aaron. come
Anybody
on,
who
man.
doesn't want this to be over, get Fortnite and join us because it's almost
Yes.
every night this on Fortnite.
It gets
Brian,
weird.
you gotta get Fortnite too now.
All right.
It's obligatory.
Brian's like, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. Oh, like it's a movie. That's
Sorry,
funny.
I'm hassling you.
She wants to know if you guys are going to.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
man, we're
we're-
one of the speakers.
Yeah.
We're going to be up on stage. You're going to hear us
Oh, Nick
talk
wants to
some
know.
more. Nick Sarlo is going to have to cut me off at a half an hour.
Nick let us choose music too.
Talk about music, yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
y'all are going to have to.
We get your own like walkout music.
Yeah, isn't that a cool
What?
idea?
Dude, that's
We got to choose.
badass.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
Starlo's got some really cool stuff that he's got planned for that convention.
Nick Millay,
awesome.
listen to me talk some more during our panel. Like, you'll get another half an hour of us.
Uh-oh. Getting
Yeah,
into
but-
Fortnite, do
You're
it.
Get into
definitely,
Fortnite.
Find me
girl.
Paradad 79 or 777, depending on my PC or my Xbox.
Yeah, get on Fortnite,
See,
everybody.
that's why I bought this shirt. I bought this shirt because I had the gamer tag way before the shirt came out.
Wait, you didn't have that shirt made for you?
No, this shirt is a Hinstill House shirt, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know if I can. I've seen other people wearing this shirt. I can't turn around right now.
Hinsdale House has some really cool merch.
Aaron, confetti cake's my favorite kind of cake. So,
Yes. So look at that.
like, maybe you should give me some
This is
confetti.
just chaos.
Okay, yeah.
We've been trying. All right.
Weird now, guys.
All right, guys. Thank you again
Yeah.
for hanging out, guys. Make sure to go to that Linktree website and find all the ACG information. They even got merch there, guys. All the things. Man, that was so much fun. We got to have you guys back on again and watch some more
Thank you very
documentaries.
much.
No
Just
problem.
prepare. Make sure you get a good meal in before you have
You
some.
don't have anything to do the next day.
No phones. But yeah, we'll definitely come back.
You know what? Like I said, that's like so cool about being on RU Media. If anyone wants to start a podcast, this is really the network to do it because you're giving so much freedom. We can
She said
we
candy
can
for me.
this all night if we wanted to, but unfortunately, I mean, I got to go and take care of my family so I can play Fortnite in a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll probably be on there.
Well, the zombie
Yeah,
shows,
we probably
right?
will be because it's like, what do we do for the rest of the night?
Right? There's no more zombie show on Sunday nights. It's over.
No spoilers.
So,
Right,
all right.
just-
Yeah, Brian's like,
No.
He said no spoilers.
Oh,
I said no spoilers because I haven't seen the finale yet.
Oh, I was
Well, I
saying,
thought
I was
he
just
was
saying
just
that
like,
there isn't.
No,
my God.
I'm not going to
No,
give.
no, no,
I'm not
no,
going to
no,
give
no, no.
spoilers. With
No,
this
no,
one
no,
time, it was a Walking Dead post that I made, and I like said like the opposite thing happened. Like I
Oh,
said
don't
the
get me
wrong thing
started on
happened.
that.
Hold on, I made so and I got in big trouble, guys.
Dude,
I thought I was making a really
I
funny
said-
post because I lied about what happened, and people were like, "Oh my god,
This is old. This is
spoiler!"
old.
People got so mad at me, I'm like,
Dude.
it's not, I was just
No.
gonna watch the show. I didn't want to tell them I was lying because then I'd really be a spoiler alert because I know it didn't happen.
you know the Star Wars where
Yeah.
an important person dies
Seven.
in the like the
One
not-
Star Wars, yes.
like
Yeah,
the,
7.
the
Mhm.
first of the latest trilogy
Mhm.
7.
where
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
important person dies. I didn't see it, and I jokingly put that because I'm like, they're not going to do that. That would be horrible to kill off an important character. And I jokingly put that, and then people were pissed at me.
So
I think I lost friends on Facebook.
Yeah, I did too. It's like people are so sad.
I was
like, it's not
joking.
even
I didn't
real.
know. I hadn't seen it. It hadn't even come out. There was no way I would have known.
Yeah, people get real sensitive about that. It's kind of
okay. Let's end this now.
Well, there's like a bunch of new comments.
In this corner.
Oh,
Like,
more people that like,
here they come.
You don't have to buy the game, Nick. It's
They
free.
really caught you live. And here
Oh,
we go.
Warzone. So the thing is about Warzone's too sweaty for me. That's why I don't play it. It's too sweaty.
no, we need fish. We need fish characters.
Fish characters, big faces.
I'm glad I finally caught you live. You did, Valerie, but you caught us like at the end. But thank you, Valerie. You got to rewatch this one. We watched some awesome documentaries. And all right. Yeah, run from the. Okay, guys. Guys, thank you so much for coming in. Maybe we need to do our show at a later time. We're getting more comments. All right.
Yeah, because everybody's coming.
There's a lot of people coming on now.
Brian's like, no.
All right, guys. Guys, thank you so much. Everyone, thank you so much for hanging out. It's seriously
Thank you
been
for having us.
Bye,
This
guys.
was a real fun show.
Thank
Everyone.
you.
Oh, guys.
You guys
you
are
know,
awesome.
I forgot.
Everybody in the
I'm
chat.
so sorry. Everyone, I forgot to
Aaron,
do
don't
this.
let it be over.
I should have done this probably an hour ago, everyone. I'm sorry. I have to play
Get
something
excited
else.
for the best part of this podcast.
I'm going to play this.
Get
and then I'll do the
excited.
outro.
You were talking about music. Get ready for this.
Get excited. Turn the bass up, y'all. Bumps.
If you can dream it, you can stream it. With a full production studio at your fingertips.
Presto! Watch me how I do it now. Presto!
Connect up to 9 iOS devices and edit live.
Presto!
With multiple camera angles and professional graphics.
Got all eyes on me, everybody talking whoa. Cause everything I do, I got them saying whoa.
Interact with your viewers and show live comments. And invite remote guests from all over the world.
Spinning around, dropping it low. Ooh la la, ooh la, ta-da, presto. Here's what I got, ready or not.
Share it everywhere.
How I do it now. Presto! That's how I do it. Presto.
Even sell live. Shopify users can integrate their collections and use Carter to sell products during their Facebook Lives.
I make it look so easy just like that, presto. I got you buzzing, feeling this and saying whoa.
All on iPhones and iPads.
Presto.
Try your free trial at switcherstudio.com today.
This paranormal adventure that we're all on, it connects us. This is our paranormal community. This is our paranormal podcast with your host, Shawn Gilmore.
He's worked in the paranormal field for 10 years.
He was featured on the TV show Paranormal Survivor that airs on Travel Channel.
His passion is creating para-unity.
With your host, Brian Mersel.
He's worked in the paranormal field for 7 years.
He leads his own paranormal team.
He wants to help people start their paranormal adventure or grow their existing one. This is our paranormal adventure. This is our paranormal community. This is our paranormal podcast.
It's about supporting. It's about making para-unity a real thing, because we all need to support each other within our community, and that's what the show has always been about.